All right, y'all. Welcome to the Ambiguous Podcast. New official name. Braden's back with us, back from vacation.
I'm back.
Finally. We had the episode about the Odyssey. Today we're going to be talking about some Marvel news, and then mostly about Spider-Man Brand New Day, our ratings of it, talk about it. But yeah, we can go ahead and get started.
Yeah. So looking at the first thing on the news list is the big X-Men cast announcement.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, and we're going to get into this in Spider-Man, but obviously we know that Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. But for the rest of them, the big reveal is Christopher Abbott as Professor X, Kit Connor as Cyclops.
Hold on, dude. I need to look up these people's faces.
Okay. Well, you'll know this next one. Indy Navarrete as Rogue, which is wild to me.
Okay, let's
Like
talk about that. Because to me, like, if you've seen X-Men 97 or even watched the old X-Men shows or read any X-Men comics,
Yeah.
Rogue has been done very differently in live action than she is in the comics. Like, her power set's kind of the same, but her personality is like you've seen the old X-Men movies where it's just like,
Yes.
Yeah.
she's an emo and like, I don't want to touch anybody.
She's kind of the
I'm gonna
worst.
Kill you, which is true, but it's like, I'm not going to do anything because of it. Kind of lame. Go watch X-Men 97 and it's like, turn to 100. She's like always she's super emotional, but also she's like caring. She has a love interest, Gambit, obviously. And she got the white streak in her hair that's like obvious. She's like country. She has a country accent.
Because what's her power set again? Because
Rogue is, so she can basically take the energy out of anybody. So
Out of anything.
yeah. So
does it mean like if she
it
takes...
develops over time. At first, it starts off she's accidentally killing a bunch of people because she's taking the life force out of people.
Mm-hmm.
So like then that's what they portray a lot in the X-Men movies, is that's like her only thing, which is just not true. But it is like a younger Jean Grey, not Jean Grey,
Rogue.
So
yeah.
it makes sense that that's kind of like that she can only use her power that way. But basically, like if she can accidentally kill anyone by touching them.
Yeah.
That's why the whole thing with like her and Magneto, because Magneto can like make a shield, a magnetic force that pulls it away, so they can like touch. That's why there's a whole love interest there, which is weird on its own. But it's
Especially
like
we're talking about the Magneto now, yeah.
Yeah, no,
87 years old.
Oh no, Indy, oh no. Please don't do that. Please.
They won't. That's why they're going to reset. That's why we have the reset.
They have a new Magneto.
Yeah, and that's why we have the reset
they
X-Men
might
universe.
Do something that with a young Magneto that might be interesting.
Yes.
But her cool set of powers is that she can like steal other people's powers, basically. Like, and steal the energy of that. So like there's even like a cool scene in X-Men 97 where Jean is giving birth with Cyclops' son, and they go to the hospital and they're like, we don't treat mutants, and they're like, crap, what do we do? And she's like, she takes the surgeon or the doctor's like doctor expertise out.
So she can
so she can like basically anything.
Does that include like I guess powers too? She can like copy powers,
but only that she could handle. So like she's still only like human. So
so
she
she can
really,
overwhelm herself.
The same amount of energy she could get her.
Okay.
Yeah, so she can fly.
But she can fly too.
Cool.
But that's just like the thing that she can do.
But again, this goes into like the cast themselves. Like they're all young actors, which is so cool, and a lot of them are relatively unknown, which is awesome. So like as we keep going, Adam Driver is Mr. Sinister. I think that's gonna be
that's fire. Have you seen
the
side by side comparisons of them?
I've needed him.
Yes.
So
he's like been needed to be in the MCU for so long.
Yes.
And
I know. He's such a good actor.
I need him away from Kylo Ren. I need him far away from Kylo Ren.
He was fine as Kylo Ren.
He did great as Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren's character was just bad.
Yeah.
Kylo's character is written poorly, and the movie is written so bad.
All three of those movies are written so bad.
Adam Driver's acting is fine, except for there's a couple scenes where it's kind of rough, but his acting in other movies is great.
Yeah.
He's gonna be great, Mr. Sinister.
Yeah, because he was in Marriage Story, wasn't he?
Marriage Story. Yep. Great
Kind of
movie.
gives away, I guess. Is that going to be the plot of the newest X-Men movie?
Probably. I mean, if we're
Sinister?
casting him as Mr. Sinister,
So they do Mr. Sinister in X-Men 97, and he's done really well.
Okay. Don't say anything more because we'll talk about X-Men 97.
He's done very well.
Because I still haven't finished.
It's gonna be cool. But wait, let's go back to Indy for a second.
Okay.
Because do you think, because she doesn't give me the vibe as the Rogue that I see in the comics or in like the X-Men shows, as like country girl, kind of like sassy.
No,
she
but
could be sassy,
she
but
can
I
be
don't know.
sassy.
I realize
She
she
can
can.
play manic too, because we've seen her play manic in Obsession, where like she can
Well, that's
shift
the
on
thing.
a
I've only
dime.
seen her do Obsession, which is great acting, so I can believe that she can do
Yeah.
anything.
She was
Like, if
good.
She goes in there with a country accent
Yeah.
and do her hair all like that. Like that
She
would be
is
cool, but-
she is in Superman and Lois, and she does really good with Superman and Lois. But again, that Superman and Lois character is more of like a kind of a similar one to Obsession, where she's more just like kind of chill, down to earth a little bit more. But I think that she can play that kind of like, if that's the way they're going with Rogue, I think that she can play
I
it.
hope they do, because Rogue's so cool, and they waste her in the X-Men movie.
And I'm kind of glad that she's not Mystique, because people were saying that she's going to be Mystique, and I think this is a better
Oh,
choice for her as Rogue than Mystique.
Yeah.
Um,
But I like it. Like, I think she's new. Like, it's a big face. And, I mean, Rogue's attractive. She's attractive. Always a plus. And, like, we've seen her acting abilities, and I think it's good. We just haven't seen her range yet.
Yes.
But
I think she can pull it off.
but even in Obsession, her range is very like skewed and stuff like that, because you have I don't even remember her name, and then you have like Nikki, that's what it was. It was Nikki. You had like regular Nikki, and then you had the demon or whatever.
Yeah.
The
Freaky
demon or
Nikki.
whatever. And like that's big range, but we haven't seen like the superhero or like countryside
do
or
good.
but
I think she will too.
What's his? So what's the guy that? What's the first name that you named?
So Christopher Abbott as Professor X.
you know who that is.
So a lot of these are like more unknowns than not, which
I've seen.
I really appreciate.
Yeah. I don't know
So
what
are
he's
they
in.
doing a
I
younger-
don't know what he's
They're
in,
doing
but I've
young.
seen
They're
it.
doing young X-Men.
Like
So
he's
are they-
40,
I'm
he's
confused.
40,
Are they
so not like
basing it-
super young.
I'm interested. Are they gonna do the whole? A lot of times they've tried the whole, like go back to X-Men. What is it? The X-Men movie where they're in the 70s. Where it's
Days of Future Past?
No, before that.
Oh,
Before that.
First Class.
First Class, great movie. Love X-Men
Love First Class.
They always try to do this thing where they're like going back to the 70s or 60s, where like those characters were young.
Where it started. Or
I think that
Where
we're
it
just gonna have.
started. Are we just gonna reboot it?
I think we're
They're
just gonna
starting the
reboot it in a
X-Mansion
modern.
now,
I think we're
and
gonna
it's
do
be a modern era.
because think about it. If we're doing Spider-Man Brand New Day with Jean Grey, where she goes off in that bus to the X Manor,
Yeah, it would have
like
to be new.
that would be modern day.
I'm glad because
Which I am too.
They've tried to like at some point, like I get in the comics, yes, that's when X-Men was written, so like that's when it starts,
Yeah.
and it's very 70s. Even in the
Yes.
comics,
But
it's very obvious.
there's-
But it's a movie. It's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
You've got to change with like the times, like the same reason that Spider-Man doesn't work as a photographer. Like
No.
what you got smartphones. Like
Yeah.
it wouldn't work the same.
I feel like that would still work though.
Um,
That's one of my
I don't
biggest
think so.
thing. We'll talk about that in Spider-Man,
Yes.
but that's one of my gripes.
yeah. And then Maya Boyd, who is a complete unknown, she's playing Storm, and then Samara Weaving as Emma Frost, who
Perfect.
that.
because if you've seen Ready or Not, she is like the best part of that movie.
Yeah,
Ready or Not, both
Maya
movies are
Boyd
fantastic.
is-
I feel like everyone looks the part.
They do. They fit the part for sure.
I mean,
I'm so glad they didn't cast what's her name from Wicked as
Oh,
Storm.
Cynthia Erivo? No,
Yeah,
I was like, that would be terrible.
There was a lot of
Yeah.
rumors about that. and I
Well,
was
it doesn't
was
fit.
scared.
If we're doing
doesn't-
young cast, it doesn't fit for her to be
Yeah.
Storm, which I like. I like that all these are young cast. I think this is gonna be really cool. I'm excited to see them maybe eventually cast Magneto and see who will play Magneto, because so far this is all we've got. We don't have any.
Did they not do Magneto?
They didn't announce Magneto as far as I know. You can check, but I don't see anybody for Magneto yet.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
I thought it did. Maybe I'm thinking of Professor.
Yeah.
There's just a lot.
There was a
Yeah.
lot.
I don't know who Kit Connor is.
Kit Connor was in
A
the.
couple things.
He's
I mean, he looks the part. He kind of looks
He
like
does.
a baby face. He's kind of
Yeah.
weird.
But if
He's
you're going
jacked.
young,
yeah.
I mean, he looks like Cyclops. He
yeah.
plays some interesting roles in a couple of movies.
He was in that Warfare movie that came out a while back. That A24 Warfare
is he
movie.
the main character in Ready Player One?
No.
No. He's just in Ready
He's a
Player
side character in that.
One. So I was like, I know that guy. Cool.
But
A lot
yeah.
of unknowns.
I'm excited. This comes out in 2028, so we still have a long
while.
while. It comes out May
There's a
May
lot of-
something in
wait,
2028.
What all is coming out in 2028 now?
So we have Black Panther and X-Men. So this is the first time you got a movie in May and a movie in December for Marvel.
Oh, I'm thinking of there's some DC.
End
stuff.
of 2027 is Spider-Verse.
Yep, along with
We'll see.
Secret Wars
I
too.
hope so.
Probably.
Secret Wars and then Spider-Verse 2027. Did the Batman just get pushed to 2028?
Batman is 28 as well too.
Oh my gosh.
Batman is like I think February, isn't it?
Yeah, they just pushed it to
February
Pushing
28.
it back. Those
They pushed
rider
it back
strikes.
4 years.
They have.
Freaking writer strikes. Give me a break.
Yeah. All right. So Vision Quest trailer. Let's talk Vision Quest trailer.
Okay.
So what are your thoughts? I'm gonna let you go.
I'm kind of confused. So I haven't seen WandaVision in a long time. I know that this is like White Vision or whatever. What is this? Is that
White Vision? Yep, it's White Vision.
So it's like the copy of Vision that she made, and now I guess he's getting a personality.
Yes.
I thought White Vision was the one that was the real Vision, and they just put them back together.
So White Vision is the copy that Sword made. That Sword made as a copy, and then they fought in the Hex.
Yeah.
And basically, Vision from the Hex fights with White Vision, and is like they have the ship of Theseus talk, where they're like, if they replace so many things, like, are you still truly the same person? And so that's what this quest is.
I thought they used his body to make him.
I think they experimented on his body to recreate White Vision, but they didn't use his original body. His original body was gone. They destroyed it.
Those two Visions in WandaVision they're not the original Vision.
Yeah, so Wanda created a Vision in the Hex, and then you have White Vision, which was created by Sword.
Yeah.
So this one has all the memories.
I'm confused. What is going on?
So White Vision has all the memories of the original Vision. He has all those memories, and he's trying to.
Was that confirmed?
This was confirmed in WandaVision. He was given all those memories.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
because that's why it was like a complex where he thought he was Vision.
He thought he was
like Spider-Man,
and that's what this is with the Vision Quest. Is him figuring out these memories and figuring out who he is as a person or as an AI or whatever this construct is. That's why you have all the different AI constructs in Vision Quest. Where you've got Ultron, we've got some of the other. You have Mr. Jarvis represented from Endgame and Agent Carter as well.
Let's talk about Ultron because
yes,
what's going on there? I'm confused. You're the one that's watched.
I don't know what it is, but I'm excited.
Ultron himself,
I love Ultron. I miss him so much.
So obviously we know Ultron is the one that created Vision. Because that's established in Avengers Age of Ultron. He creates Vision. Mm-hmm. And so that's why he talks about him in the trailer being his dad. So this is a version of Ultron that's inside Vision's head.
This is all inside of Vision's head.
Yes. So this is
he thinks this is dad.
Yeah, well, because he is. I mean Ultron created Vision. Yeah, is the creator of Vision.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of. Really. I mean, wouldn't you also say Tony Stark is his dad?
Well, Tony Stark created Jarvis, which is what became Vision.
Yeah. And also they implemented it into
Ultron made Vision's body.
Yeah.
They put the stone
and then they created the uploaded him into whatever it was.
Mind is Jarvis though.
Yeah, it's like a higher form.
And
of
also
Jarvis.
the stone was put in there by
Ultron.
Bruce Banner by Bruce Banner and Tony Stark.
It was?
They steal the stone. I thought Ultron steals the stone and puts it in.
That's what I thought.
I don't know. It's been a while.
Remember they're working on putting it in, and then they rob the train or the bus or whatever it is, and they steal Vision's body back.
I thought they put it in before that.
I don't think it was fully put in. I think Ultron was trying to put it in.
Okay.
And they were building. Remember the Asian
big argument.
doctor lady that was making an AI body, and then Ultron was like, "Oh, here's a stone I could put in," or maybe, or did they already have, or did Bruce have this?
I thought they put it in.
I'm looking this up.
Okay.
It's been so long.
Well,
great movie by the way.
Regardless, they have cool physical representations of the different AI and robot characters. Jarvis is in there, which Jarvis was shown the human version of Jarvis was shown in Endgame whenever they go back in time.
Ultron did.
Oh.
And then you have a cool Ultron did. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that kind of ties in with the father figure thing. So then you also have, I thought this was a nice reference, is Dummy. You remember the robot thing from Iron Man 1, 2, and 3? So that was a physical representation of Dummy in the trailer as well too. Okay. And then you also have obviously Ultron. I think a couple others, but I don't recognize them. But it's kind of cool. It's just going to be his.
If Tony's going to pop up in this show.
They're not going to play RDJ. No, they're not going to play RDJ for the show.
Why
not for a show.
It would make sense though, right?
So it ties.
Well, he's dead.
I don't think it's going to fit.
In his mind.
It's not going to fit with this storyline. So the storyline is based upon WandaVision, Agatha All Along, and Vision Quest. They're all one trilogy of stories. So it's WandaVision is focused on Wanda, Agatha All Along focused on Billy Maximoff, which is their son from WandaVision, and then this one is talking about Tommy, the other son, which is Speed. So Billy is Warlock.
I feel like this is just something no one
cares
thought about or asked about.
People don't care about these sons.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any market for this.
I think they do because they're going to be the next version of Yun. They're going to be the next version of Yun.
I don't even remember. I'm not. They fled my mind.
I think the only surprise was whenever it was in WandaVision before we realized it was all fake, and we're like, oh, and then we're like, oh shoot, these kids don't exist.
I think that you guys are kind of the outlier because a lot of people do love Wanda and Vision and love that storyline.
I like Wanda and Vision.
Yes, and then but they do really like the characters of the Sons as well too.
Care about the Sons.
Yeah. I think you guys are outliers in this because it is such a big.
Whenever I watch the show, I care about the Sons until I realize that it was all fake and that.
But it's actually
Quicksilver wasn't real.
But it's really not
a joke.
It's not if you because you never watched Agatha, but Billy is a real son and Tommy is a real son.
Well, I know they're real sons from Doctor Strange.
Well, not even after that, they become his soul goes into Billy. The Hex soul goes into a character and becomes Billy Maximoff, and then Tommy's also there too. These characters are a big deal outside of like our sphere of like what we think of. People in Marvel prefer the Wanda and Vision storylines, and it's going to tie into Young Avengers with them being the next generation of Avengers.
I just feel like it's too much of a side character. Like it's a side character of a side character of a side character.
This is why what Marvel's problem has been for a while.
It's too niche.
Is they're doing things off of very niche stuff and not making any money off of it, and making bad shows based off of bad characters.
Well, let's see. Let's not don't count out Vision Quest. I mean,
Ironheart, Echo.
I think those are tertiary characters compared to like Wanda and Vision.
No. Wanda's kids though.
Yes, Vision, those are tertiary characters compared to those.
Even Hawkeye, who's not a side character, his show didn't go well because no one really wanted to watch it.
I liked
it. And it was a good show, but no one wants to watch it.
Well, let's see. Well, I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt.
Do you guys care about the kids or not?
Yeah, and I mean,
or do you just care about Vision? Because I'm going to watch the show because I just care about Vision.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
If it's bad in 2 episodes, I might not even finish it.
We'll see. I'm excited for it because I've watched both shows before. I
want to watch this more because who's the actor that plays Ultron?
I don't know, but he's the best. He's in a lot of stuff. Robert California.
Yeah. He's also Raymond Reddington in the
Blacklist.
I feel like I should know this. James Spader.
Yeah, James Spader. Yeah,
he's great. He's in a show.
Blacklist.
He's in Blacklist. That's what we're talking about. That's Raymond Reddington.
My parents love that show.
My mom loved it when I was a kid.
I watched like 4 seasons of that show. I loved it, but I stopped after that.
I might watch.
It's a long show.
Okay, last part. Since we'll move on, is the Doomsday trailer, the second one. So, okay.
I like this trailer much more than the first one.
I agree. Also liked it a lot more.
I agree
because it answered some questions for me. So, first, it answered that I was worried that they weren't going to do a backstory for Doom, for Victor, and they were kind of just going to throw him in there, or at least like just kind of say a couple things, which I'm still kind of worried about because like the scene that he's talking to Invisible Woman,
Sue Storm.
I mean, it shows the tapestry, which I think was like a good start,
and that's been like the central poster of the film so far. Is that tapestry?
So like I think like it's bound to go back.
They're going to, because if you have that be the central poster of the movie itself, you're going to have backstory.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it last episode a little bit, but Doctor Doom's backstory is really good. Like a very well written story.
And also they haven't set anything up with Doctor Doom and any of the Marvel stuff really. There's been no backstory, so they're going to have to. They have to have something to give us that weight of like we should feel like.
I also just love that he really feels like the main character.
He does, and I love that. I love that scene where you get to see like Pedro Pascal. What's the
Mr. Fantastic?
Reed Richards. Sorry, I couldn't think. Reed Richards like anger that he feels like because Reed Richards in the first in the Fantastic Four was kind of chill, but this is like you get to see him like snap because you get to see again that dynamic that you talked about with like that they've known each other for years, that they were college roommates, and you get to see that like rivalry.
So now we know for sure Victor's from Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Well, he's in it
from a different universe.
He's in the end of Fantastic Four, isn't he? That's the only reference. That's the only.
Okay, that's the theory because I think it's somebody else. I don't think it's Doctor Doom.
Wait, let me show you.
Yeah, I don't think that's. Yes, I think it's one of the Latverian witches.
Fantastic Four.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember it very well.
So Morgan and I talked about the Latverian witches last podcast.
But I did some research. Look. Okay. So look at his mask.
For podcast listeners, you're not able to see this, but
we can just put it up.
Just go rewatch the. We'll put it up on the screen, but go rewatch the end trailer or the after credit scene.
It looks like a very clean mask,
but it's different. It's a different Doom mask. It's a different mask.
How round that is, but let me show you.
The other one's very geometric.
Yeah, for the Doom mask, it's completely different. They fit the Latvian witch's mask.
Yeah.
So it's going to be... People think that's going to be another version of Sue Storm, because remember there's a version of Sue Storm
it looks
that
like this mask.
Yeah.
So look up the end credit scene. We'll put it up on the screen, but versus the witches, and it's the same mask. So I think it's one of the witches, not.
They think it's either Doctor Strange or it could be another version of Sue Storm, because you see Franklin like reaches out to touch his face. Like I feel like Franklin would know. Oh, it's another version of my mom. That's like I'm reaching out for.
Yeah, it could be.
Because in the other timeline, Doom is married to Sue Storm, another version of Sue Storm. Like they have a relationship.
I mean, this is the only reference to Doctor Doom in any of the MCU.
Yeah.
This is his mask.
Yeah.
Much more square. Frowning,
geometric. Yeah.
Not like
the other one was too
the other one's
calm.
very round and plain.
Yeah. But
so I think it's that confirms it's a witch.
Yes. What I do like as well is I like that like we're dealing with some weight from Endgame. Like it ties it in of like all of you have lived stolen lives, and now it's time for you for me to take them back. Like I love that.
So I wonder how.
And if you notice,
he's basically like he says that you guys have been living stolen lives, and he was like he alluded to like we used to be friends basically, and now.
With Reed,
Was Sue talking?
Sue was talking about Doom,
like he went through trauma and now everything has changed. Like he's a different person.
Yes.
So like I hope they do that well, because that's going to be very important, because like that's what's going like his backstory. If they botch that, Doom's not going to be as compelling as he could be. And if you're going to make him, he used to be one of your like best friends in college or whatever, and now he's evil. You got to make that switch of either his mom dying or. Whatever happened where he had to go to hell to save his mom.
Yeah. Which
we don't know if
whatever they go with.
We don't know. That's how it is in the comics. He goes to hell to save his mom, and that's how they got in a big fight. And then it ended up not working anyways. So that would make sense if they pull that off well, but
it's also like
I'm confused as to who he is to like the Fantastic Four.
So he's known
like in the movie or in the trailer, like they're pleading with him, calling him Victor and stuff like that. So I'm like, how close is he? Because he's not in the Fantastic Four at all.
So we talked about this. So the backstory is that he's known Reed Richards for years. Him and Reed were like college roommates.
Yeah.
That they're both the smartest people in that universe. Like they're the smartest people out there. And they basically like were friends, but Victor lost his mother, and so he's searching the multiverse, like doing these experiments to try to find a way to bring his mother back. And Reed doesn't like this, and so they go back and forth, and they basically have a falling out because Victor does these dangerous experiments, which is why
like evil throughout the.
So would Victor even be in their universe at this time?
No, he is.
In Fantastic
he is
Four?
Because they talk about Latveria in Fantastic Four, and he's the ruler of Latveria.
So do you think they're going to start it off? I think there's two ways they could do this. They could either start it off with him in Latveria, the kind of a short backstory, because I think they're cutting this trailer weird.
They are for sure.
Which I like. I don't like getting all the answers.
Yeah.
No.
Fast forward to Brand New Day, but they could either have it as him growing up in Latveria, and then that's the point where they do the backstory and they meet Reed Richards and him, and they have that conversation like in the trailer, or it could be he's already started his multiverse saga kind of thing, and then he comes back, and then they have a
that goes into what.
Do you think this could be a flashback with Reed and him?
So I think it ties into what we talked about with that.
Throw us into the story.
Yeah, it talks about what we talked about with like the leak that we kind of like theorized of what it could be. Is that I think that he is going to be like working with the team, and there's going to be a heel turn. Like he's trying to get them to do what he wants, like trying to get the Avengers to go against and fight against the X-Men universe, because that's like the incursion that's going on. So I think he already knows about everything going on with that, and has been trying to do that. But he knows this is the way to get what he wants, is to get them to fight against each other, to cause those incursions to happen, to create his battle world eventually.
Yeah, I'm very curious. It does make me more excited for the movie though.
Yeah,
like everything they've put out so far, because it's just answering questions without revealing the plot, but it's answering like concerns that I had.
Because I was scared before this. I was like, we don't know anything about this. Like Doom was not in anything. Like there's no like precursor. Like Thanos was in everything to start. Like and it was all building up, like all these different films. And I feel like Doom was like just kind of thrown in there to replace King. But like with this trailer and stuff, I'm really excited because I don't know anything. It's kind of like the opposite.
It's also just a much better trailer, a well-made trailer than the first one.
So
like if you look at now, they revealed that Johnny Storm is sacrificing himself to save Franklin. I'm looking back at the trailer right now. That's like what's happening for sure with this. That he's trying to save Franklin, and I think that Johnny Storm. Again? I think that Johnny Storm's going to die.
Because he tried to do that in Fantastic Four, and it didn't work.
Yeah, so I think they're going to call back to that.
They're not going to die.
I think
better not.
They will make a Fantastic Four too.
He's too new. Like they already learned their lesson with Quicksilver. You can't kill him off.
Think about this though. Killing him off in like Doomsday doesn't really have much weight because they're going to reboot the universe anyway. So they're going to reset those things.
I think they're going to keep Fantastic Four, you don't think?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like he could be sacrificed in Doomsday, but they could like reset the timeline and reset the multiverse to singular multiverse.
They're not going to do that when they just started Fantastic Four.
I feel like if you're going to kill someone, you have to kill a lovable character that has weight to it, and he doesn't have enough weight.
If you killed someone like Yelena,
she's been there for a while.
That would have much more weight because people have had years to. I'm not saying they're going to do this, or I think they are, but somebody like that, they've had a few years now to attach that character since Black Widow. People have loved that character. We only have 1 year of Johnny Storm. He's the most lovable character out of that movie. I love Johnny Storm in that movie, but it's not enough to kill off a Fantastic Four franchise for. They did make Fantastic Four simply just for Doomsday to succeed.
Yeah.
You think they just made Fantastic Four to be a one-off movie?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
It's a whole separate section. Like you have the Fantastic Four, you have the Avengers, and then you have mutants.
They had to.
I feel like you have to have the Fantastic Four continue.
Because I think they did the thing with the Avengers well, right? They've done that. They're trying to reboot X-Men because X-Men is the whole other side. Honestly, X-Men and Fantastic Four are bigger teams than the Avengers are.
Yes.
So if they can pull that off well, I think that would be really good for a reboot. Because they're not just going to reboot, and if they are, this is dumb. If they're just going to reboot and start doing Avengers and stuff again, that would be stupid. No, they see that Fox had X-Men. They messed up some stuff. They did some stuff well. We're going to reboot X-Men in a comic-accurate, more way.
Yeah.
And I think if they try to do that with Fantastic Four, because Fantastic Four has been done a few times, but not as a part of a huge universe like the MCU is. And even with stuff with Spider-Man and stuff like that, Fantastic Four, X-Men, and Spider-Man team up more in the comics than you might think. Like Johnny Storm and Spider-Man are good friends. So I wonder how they're going to do that because they're now set in different universes. Spider-Man's confirmed to be there for years now still. He's under contract with Marvel.
Till he's 80.
It's Hugh Jackman, but
I think
Spider-Man's under contract for Tom's under contract.
I think 3 more movies.
Yeah, 3 more movies.
Well,
including Secret Wars.
Until I think he'll eventually pass the baton to Miles Morales. I think that's going to happen.
I hope not.
Hopefully not soon.
No, I think they're at least going to do another trilogy.
I think they're going to
at least do another trilogy.
I don't want Miles Morales to come in while Spider-Verse is still taking up my mind. I want animated Miles done well and have his time.
I have stuff to talk about Miles when we talk about the end credit scene for Spider-Man.
I don't think that's Miles, by the way, but we'll talk about that.
I don't either. Some people do, so we'll talk about it. We'll see.
It wouldn't make sense.
But yeah, I think I also just think it was cool because whenever they talk about the stolen lives in the trailer, they bounce between the 3 people that have stolen lives. You've got Cap America, you've got Thor with his daughter, and then you've got Loki. You've got those 3 different, which is kind of cool, and I think there's going to be some consequences with that too. Obviously, because if at D23 they had the TVA there and they show a destroyed TVA as a set thing, and I think that's going to be that Doom's going to invade the TVA to take Loki's powers. I think to help with his master plan.
Yeah, I think he has to. So my question with Doomsday is what they're going to do. And you look at Secret Wars in the comics and how it is pulled off, but you have the Beyonder for Secret Wars, right? And that's how Doomsday gets his power to become God Emperor Doom, right? But we don't really know if it's going to be the Beyonder. I think it could be he takes Loki's powers. Some people think, but we'll just cut it really quick.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Trying not to laugh. I could see his thought process. He was like, maybe.
We'll just cut it.
Yeah, you're good. We'll just
close that
He has
there.
Spider-Man stuff in there.
It was literally right on the edge of the
No, you're good.
I thought your bag was over there. I didn't know
That's
that.
fine. We're
It's
good.
fine.
Okay. Yeah, keep it. Go back to what you're talking about. And I'll cut it.
So I'm wondering if it's going to be the Beyonder or they're going to try to steal Loki's powers because some people. I don't think Loki, because at the end of Loki, he's like holding the multiverse
Holding
together.
everything.
Yeah, so he ties all the timelines together.
I think Doom's going to go in there and disrupt that because he has to.
I think he's going to take
But
all
I don't
those
think he's gonna
timelines.
I feel like
I
that's
think
a lot.
I think he is because I think he's going to tear apart and destroy every single timeline possible and destroy the multiverse completely, so he can create just the battle world and that
You don't
singular.
think he's going to become God Emperor Doom?
No, I
don't
think.
know.
I mean, I think that
I
can
hope
also
so.
be, but
I
I
hope
think.
so.
I think he needs.
But I
hope
think that's
so.
going to be the same thing because he's just going to
I
take.
don't- I
He's going to
think
just. I think the multiverse is going to be completely destroyed because they've talked about how they're going to
That's not the same thing.
singularize it.
But I don't.
as one thing.
Think about the
I don't know if
Beyonder.
they're gonna have enough time to do all this, like to go into Loki and stuff like that.
I think that's going to happen at the end of the movie.
I don't know. I feel like that's not
I don't know.
big enough for the end of the movie. Like it's big, but I don't know if that's big enough.
That's true. It's going to be an Infinity War Endgame kind of two-parter movie, where
They haven't
it's-
released it yet, but
might
it will
end
be.
off on a cliffhanger or something. A big danger is happening,
Yeah.
and that's going to lead into Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to end because I think you have to. I think it's going to end off with him making Battleworld.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think a lot of people think that this movie is going to be with Battleworld in it.
No,
I don't think so because
I don't think so either.
Spider-Man is integral to Battleworld.
Yeah.
He's not.
That's
supposedly in
that's why I'm saying I think that they're gonna lose. It's gonna be like Infinity War where they lose completely. The multiverse is destroyed, and all that's left is Battleworld,
Yeah.
and then only a select few remember what happened before, but all the rest of them have their minds wiped and are just left on that Battleworld with like new memories and new experiences.
But then you
and
have,
they have to
do
break
that.
out of that.
But you have to do that with God and Doom.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you can't just leave
But I think
it.
I think we're talking about the same thing, aren't we?
No.
With God Emperor
So
Doom.
God Emperor Doom is
important.
Because that's what
it's
I'm.
after he takes the Beyonder's powers. Think about who the Beyonder is. Someone who's like God level powers.
Isn't
like,
the Beyonder the one that's in What If?
Yes.
Yes.
The-
Or is that the
the
Watcher?
big white guy.
Yeah,
That's the Watcher.
That's the Watcher.
That's the Watcher.
That's
Okay.
the Watcher.
Is that
God
not
Emperor- the Beyonder?
okay?
Here, let me.
Because
They kind of all look alike.
but we've never have we ever seen the Beyonder stuff or tied
No.
or tied into it before
No.
yet?
No.
So then how we're gonna? I think that's a lot to put into like one movie.
I think it is. So I don't think he's going to get it from the Beyonder.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's
he
gonna be
either has
Loki
to do with Loki or the only other person that has been
or
introduced
Franklin.
is Franklin
Yeah.
or Galactus.
I
Which
think
I
it's
feel
gonna
like
be Franklin.
But
Which I-
Galactus doesn't have the power to create.
That's what I'm saying. I
Which
think
I feel like
Franklin
grabbing
does.
it from Franklin would make
Franklin
sense
does.
with the in
I think he's gonna.
of Fantastic
I think he's
Four.
gonna take Franklin
Yeah.
and use his powers to make and destroy the multiverse.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
create
he
that
already
world.
has interest in him.
That to me
like-
makes the most sense. Franklin Richards has God level powers at his full peak, and we already know that he has some of that inside of him yet. So I
or he
think,
can give and take life already.
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, that makes the most sense. That's what I thought
Okay.
from the beginning. That makes the most sense because I think it's too much to try to introduce the Beyonder and do all that.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to have some sort of story with him, and I just think that gets a bit too crowded. I think Franklin Richards is perfect.
I also think taking the power from Franklin would level out the MCU. Because if he just keeps it and gets strong, it's kind of one-sided. Because he is too OP.
The Watcher.
I think leaving
Yeah.
Franklin as
kind of
Franklin
the
would just leave it too OP, and everyone else would kind of get overshadowed. So I think giving it to someone else, or him taking it, I guess, and making God Emperor Doom would be like a perfect,
I hope
a perfect saving
they're gonna
grace.
Do the suit?
Hope
The
so.
Emperor Doom
I
suit,
hope
the
so.
Big white suit.
Well, if you notice in the
It's like
trailer,
a big contrast.
he changes suits in one shot. So he has as he jumps down from that building, he has like this like raven feather effect or something, and it shifts his suit, and he's wearing a different suit whenever he lands. So I think that he's going to have like those
I think that's the
changes.
same. I think
No,
when he's
it-
fighting Thor, he's not God Emperor Doom yet.
No,
No,
he's not. But
no.
I'm saying I
That's
think
just
I think
his
that they put that
power.
in
That's just
there
him.
where he can shift.
That guy.
And I think that's going to be he's going to have his God Emperor Doom suit maybe if we're going to go that route.
Oh, it looks so good. I'm foaming at the mouth. Doctor Doom is literally I think, if not the best written villain in Marvel, is one of the best written villains in Marvel. With his backstory, his motivation is believable. Like, it's hard because he's so diabolical and evil.
But he's not
but
like
you
a
almost
bad
feel for
guy.
him. Yeah,
Like-
like he saves. Like, if you go to Latveria, he's like the leader of Latveria. Everyone loves him there. He's saved that country from poverty. His motivation makes sense. His mom, he's trying to save his mom.
Yeah.
Even his falling out with Richard makes sense because Richard is kind of like a pretentious douchebag sometimes. And like like Doctor Doom doesn't like that. Like
Who would like?
and because Richard, even like in Fantastic Four, you can kind of get that vibe a little bit. That's how Reed is kind of written sometimes. It's like kind of douchey, but like I get it. I get Victor's side, and like obviously I don't think you should take it too far. Like that's almost more believable and understandable than Thanos' story, because I get Thanos' thing. Like his whole world died, like Titan, and because they died of starvation, he wants to fix that.
Yeah.
I get Thanos, and some people, there was a whole "is Thanos right" kind of thing. I think there's going to be this again. Doctor Doom like has a very compelling backstory, and he's very diabolical and evil, and he will do anything, but also his backstory makes it make sense. So he's just so well written, and if they pull this off, it's going to be amazing.
Which I hope they do.
Also,
I hope they do, but I'm still, even after the second trailer, I'm still a little worried.
If they're true to Doctor Doom's story, it will be hard to mess up. Because think about the other times they tried to do Doom in the other two Fantastic Four movies.
So bad.
Terribly.
They didn't stick to his story.
The first one, he was like had electric powers. Like he wasn't like a sorcerer or anything like that. It's just
when I was a kid, I thought that was kind of cool, but I was like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, now in hindsight,
And like in that movie, he does know Reed and the kind of a past, but like they don't explain the whole Latveria stuff and stuff like that. And then obviously in Fan Four Stick, what the freak was that?
Oh my gosh.
I don't even want to talk about Fan Four Stick.
Have you seen Fan Four Stick?
It's so bad.
It might be the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
I feel bad for the actors
That
that
and Madam
got put
Web,
into
I
it.
don't know what I think it's worse than Madam Web.
Say that again? It's fantastic.
Fantastic.
Whenever that
Everything
villain
about
gets
this Fantastic Four movie.
whenever that villain gets hit by an ambulance in Madam Web.
Oh my gosh. I heard about that before watching it, and then I watched it. I was like, it can't be that bad. I was like, oh my gosh.
This ambulance is just flying through the air and just strikes him.
And he jumps into it. He like does a backflip into the ambulance.
Yeah.
That fled my mind.
I didn't think it was a real movie.
Might be the most poorly written villain of all time.
I don't even remember who he was or like why.
He was just like a guy with an accent that
was so bad.
dubbed over.
He was
It was so bad, so bad.
Every time they cut to him, he was just like waiting in a dark room, like dubbed over his mouth, isn't even matching the words he's saying.
That movie's so trash, so bad.
Anyways, like Doom, I think if they stick to his story in the comics, I think it'll be hard to mess up.
Yeah.
What I'm still scared for this movie is them trying to do too much, but with the more trailers and stuff that comes out, kind of eases my mind.
This movie better at least be 3 hours long.
With the first trailer, I was terrified.
At least 3 hours
With the
long.
first trailer, I was terrified. I was like, there's no way they're fitting all this in there. I was like, there's so many, like, they had like 5 or 6 reveals. And I was with the second trailer, it's all very cohesive.
It's coming together. I hope they don't reveal much more. I kind of don't want to know anything more.
No.
I don't either.
Because I already know kind of how Secret Wars goes down in the comics, so like I already know enough. I know they're going to change a lot of that because they always have, but and the trailer has revealed enough to where I know why he's going to the multiverse. I know why Captain America stuff like that is coming back, but I don't really want to know the how or when he's going to do things.
Yeah.
I kind of want to leave that up to.
And even then, I wish like I'd rather not even know like any of that. I wish I didn't know that Captain America was back. Like
that would be crazy, but the thing is,
like it's a big reveal.
It's money.
Because like because there's already going to be a big reveal of whenever Doctor Doom takes his masks off. Like that's going to be crazy.
So I have a question. Do you guys? This is on my mind because thinking about Spider-Man trailer and this trailer revealing surprise characters like the Spider-Man trailer revealed the Hulk being a surprise character because we thought about it but we didn't know, but they revealed it.
Yeah.
And then we had Doctor Doom. Now we know that Captain America is a surprise character. So you remember in Civil War where Spider-Man's first appearance, was Spider-Man in the Civil War trailer?
No.
No, the only thing that you see a web thwip on the shield. I looked into this.
See, that's awesome.
Yeah,
bro.
you only see a web.
I like those.
You only
those
see like a
surprises.
web sticking to Captain America's shield, and that's it.
I remember
and that's the very end of Civil War.
Even if they just left the Doom trailer without seeing Captain America's face, and we just saw the hammer.
Grabbing.
That'd be way better.
It would be like, okay, yeah, Cap's probably back, but we don't know for sure.
It's not confirmed in our mind. Like it's still like a ooh. But like I remember whenever Civil War was coming out, and everyone was like, "Ooh, shoot! Spider-Man's joining the Avengers for the first time," and I was like, "Oh gosh!" and then watching the queens pop up on the screen in the movie, you're like, oh shoot, it's going down. And you have young Tom Holland.
Yeah.
What was that, 2015, 2016?
Yeah. But instead we have those kind of dumb Doomsday trailers where they like revealed all the characters, where they have like the weird like you remember those where they did it for like every week they did like this is Captain America, this is Fantastic Four. That was kind of dumb. I was like,
I didn't blame them for it though, because Marvel was in the crap hole.
They were, but I'm like, it just felt like it would have been nice to have that surprise.
People to care.
They need big names.
And to get enough money to even promote a movie like this, you kind of need to do something like that. It was. I remember when the video came out where they're all the like directors' chairs with all the
the like live stream where they spend like hours like revealing each of the different cast members. Yeah,
that was like, I think that was necessary. Like remembering that was like what 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Marvel was in deep crap at that time. Like
they were.
It was bad.
And when we're talking 2 years ago,
Thunderbolts.
Oh my gosh.
So pre-Thunderbolts.
Yeah, 2024.
You just had all the one-off shows that just were kind of sucking.
Let me look back. Let's see what Marvel 2024 looked like, because I want to remind myself how bad this was.
Quantumania.
So what did we have? We had Deadpool and Wolverine, which I mean
that was good.
No, this is before that.
Oh, so we're talking 2023, you think?
No, beginning of 2024.
Doomsday cast reveal is what I would look up, because that was like whenever it was.
Oh,
it was 24. Okay, so in 2024, we had Deadpool and Wolverine. We had Echo.
And
we had Agatha All Along.
And it kind of failed. It might have been a good show, but failed.
I liked Agatha All Along.
That's what I'm saying. It might have been a good show, but it failed. It was
X-Men 97. You did have that.
Wakanda Forever too. 2023.
I don't know.
What else do we have?
Sucked. I don't.
We had.
That was 2022. That is crazy.
The span of 2021 to 2020. The beginning of 2024 is really bad. Those 3 years
were
horrible.
In 2024, we also had Madam Web and Venom Last Dance.
Oh my god! I just watched Venom Last Dance for the first time.
Oh, it's so bad.
For the first time yesterday. I've never seen it, and I watched it for the first time yesterday, and I was like, oh my gosh! I don't think this is a real movie.
I saw it in theaters with JJ. It was atrocious. It was so bad.
Let There Be Carnage was bad, but it wasn't like.
It was still entertaining.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
It was entertaining enough to be like, I want to watch it in theaters.
Just watching Noel just start screaming, I was like, what the heck is this?
You have the Power Rangers Venom characters as well too, where they're like different colored Venoms.
You know what that reminded me of? Shazam 2.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. I was thinking of Shazam this whole time. Whenever he was sitting in there and he was like, send out the people and grab me the thing. I was thinking of like the 7 deadly sins in like the first Shazam. I was like, what the heck?
It's so bad.
Dude, Shazam 2 is horrible.
It's so bad.
Shazam 1 was fun.
Okay.
Fun.
Yeah, fun. I would say
leave it at fun.
I would say Venom 1 is fun, but like
I actually
after
like
that,
Venom 1. I like Venom 1.
It's not great, but it's a good like 7 out of 10.
It's not great, but it's for the fans.
Yeah, for the fans. Finally we get a good like representation.
And Carnage I think is fun, but it just gets worse.
I love Carnage. That's why it made me mad. Like Carnage is one of my favorite villains.
I feel bad for the actors
because Woody Harrelson is
the cast and all these movies was great.
Woody Harrelson tried so hard.
He did.
That wig was so
bad.
The red hair wig.
Oh my gosh.
And like his writing, like all of his lines were just like trying to be hard. And
did not work.
They were not landing. But I like Tom Hardy. He did great.
Yes.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah. His acting was great.
I love Tom Hardy.
Oh.
The scenes with like him just talking to Venom are always good. But when it gets like the extra stuff, like everything but him and Venom in all 3 movies are good. Like even like kind of the relationship between them is like really good. I like it a lot. But then
even though
everything outside of that is horrible.
I think about the last scene in Last Dance where they're doing like that needle drop and he's like saying goodbye to Venom. It's so bad.
So bad.
The needle drop is atrocious in that scene. Just as bad as the needle drop is in Supergirl.
I still haven't seen Supergirl.
What?
I still haven't seen it.
It's okay.
I'm not looking forward to it.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't.
We've talked about Supergirl twice in the past 2 episodes. Let's not talk about it again because I think it's.
I can't believe you said it was like an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I dropped that considerably in hindsight.
Wait, what is it now?
It's like at a 3, I think, out of 5.
3? Like a 3 out of 10? Oh my gosh!
I have it as a 5 out of 10.
That bad?
I think it's a 3 out of 5, which I think is like a
mid-movie.
6 out of 10 for me. I think in hindsight.
I think that movie was just.
I'll watch it eventually.
Watch it when it goes to streaming. I think it's on streaming now.
I'll watch it before the next DC.
I think Lantern's gonna be better. I think Lanterns is gonna be better.
Like 2 months ago.
Lanterns comes out on Sunday too, which I think it'll be.
Lanterns? Yeah, I'm excited for it.
I am too.
I'm going to watch it.
Yes.
I don't think it's going to be grand, but I think it'll be good enough.
It's a different take.
Yes.
I'm excited just to see something new, like something different than Ryan Reynolds' Lantern.
Yes.
Which I don't think it was that bad.
Okay, thank you.
I don't think it was that bad. And everyone hates on it.
I'm not going to rewatch it because I think it's going to make it worse.
Yes.
But I enjoyed that movie when I was a kid. I know the CGI is bad. I know the writing's
And
bad,
the CGI is bad. Look at the time it was at. If we're talking about CGI bad, let's watch Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, don't get me started.
That was recent.
The Doomsday trailer. The lightning looks better.
It does look better.
Every trailer, like they have 3 trailers now with the lightning, and it looks just slightly better every time.
Yeah,
So
I think
when the movie comes out, the
first one.
I think it'll look
a little bad.
Apparently the one that dropped at CinemaCon was horrible. Like, though the trailer was good, but the lightning just looked like a bunch of random flashes.
The CinemaCon one was the early version of the first trailer we got.
Yeah.
So
it was like back then before they like tweaked out the CGI.
Yeah.
But
it was just an announcement, basically.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited.
We'll definitely talk Lanterns as a few of the episodes roll out.
Maybe we'll do an episode with when it's finished or something.
Or like maybe halfway through, something like that, where we at least got like a few episodes.
You guys want to talk about Green Lantern? It's okay if not.
Yeah. I'm going to still watch it week to week.
It's okay if you don't want to at all, and I don't have to watch another show. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. Morgan and I will watch it.
Right now.
And we'll give our...
So much to watch.
Morgan and I will give our takes, and Brayden can just sit there while we talk Lanterns.
While we're on the topic...
And then we'll move on.
There's going to be a big break between... So Spider-Man's like the biggest thing that's going to come out until like...
Doomsday.
Doomsday and
Doomsday specifically. Doomsday.
So we need some ideas to talk about in between. We're thinking of doing a couple things here. Maybe rating the Avatar movie that just came out.
Christopher Nolan rankings, because all of us are watching the Christopher Nolan films.
Christopher Nolan rankings.
So good.
Maybe we'll do something on the Vision Quest.
I know you brought up X-Men 97. You said that we should watch that and maybe talk about our takes on that.
97, or if Lanterns is good enough to talk about. Something like that. Let us know. We're open to suggestions.
But we'll keep this podcast going. We'll just find out some other stuff to do until the big stuff
hits.
There'll
be news and stuff.
Easily. But let's move on to Spider-Man now, or else we're going to be talking all day about news.
Yes. All right. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Do we want to all give our ratings on a 3?
I think we should do rating.
Okay.
Yeah, rating first. So.
All right.
On a count of 3.
Wait, are we doing letterbox? Are we doing letterbox?
No, out of 10. Out of 10.
And you can say
it's more descriptive.
Dude. Yeah,
okay.
Dude, you have an out of 10?
I can make an out of 10 out of what I make from my letterbox.
Just double it. Just double it.
Then we can do half scores.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
9.
8 out of 10.
I said 8. You said 9.
I said 9.
I said 8.
And I gave it a 4. I gave it a 4 out of 5 on letterbox.
Okay. That
makes sense.
Wait, so more leaning. Wait, you gave it a 9?
That's not
That's
math.
Exactly 4.5 stars.
That's not math.
So that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, then maybe an 8.5. Let's go 8.5.
Yeah,
8.5.
that makes sense.
8.5 is fine.
But then it's more leaning 8 or more leaning 9.
Slightly towards 9. Slightly towards, because I do have problems with this film in hindsight. Now thinking about it, I do have problems with
hindsight. I don't want to say it got worse because I still really enjoyed it.
It didn't get worse for me. It just I thought about some things more.
There's things that were revealed.
When I first watched it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is a 9.5. This is amazing." I went home, sat with it for a day, and I was like, "Man, I know,
wow,
I know, it was embarrassing."
Even I didn't try to rate it that high.
And then I got home, really I got home and thought about it. I was like, "Man, like there's just a lot of problems I have with it."
It's a really solid movie, but it has too many problems to be a 9.5.
Which I feel like it's not fair because we're gonna
give Odyssey a 9.5. Yeah. It has much more problems than Odyssey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna be nitpicky with it. Like, not saying it's not a good movie, which it is, and I really enjoyed it, but I have to be nitpicky.
No, because
that's what I'm rating it for.
I'm making it nitpicky because I lowered, and I might be the hot take in this, I lowered my other ratings of my other 3 Spider-Man films because of this film. Because this one is better than those. I lowered them because this one is better than the other 3.
Wait,
and you had the other one so high.
I had, yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I raised some of mine because I went back and I had rated like the. Okay, wait, let's do this. take turns ranking the Spider-Man films so far.
Wait,
before we
all
get
of
into
them
it.
or just the 4?
All of them.
What? All of them?
We're ready
All
for
of them.
this?
No, I'm not ready
Off
for
the
this.
top, just off
the top of my head.
If you had to
Okay,
do
okay,
it, just off the top of your
okay,
head.
okay.
So I'll go first. You guys can think. Okay.
Okay.
I'll go from.
We're going
Let me pull them up.
We're going from Spider-Man
With this
1
new one,
all
too.
the way to Brand New Day. Or
Yeah,
are we just doing just the Tom
I'll need a
Holland?
list.
Spider-Man 1. I'll pull up the list. This is valid, bro. We have to. You gotta rank it among them. Gosh dang it. Okay.
You have
Do this.
you have the 3.
Okay. I got it.
Oh wait, just Spider-Man or Spider-Verse?
No, just Spider-Man. Just Spider-Man.
So we're talking about Spider-Verse. It's completely
No,
different.
we can include Spider-Verse.
I haven't seen the second Spider-Verse film.
What?
Wait. Wait, Nick. Nick, what?
Bro, you can't rate a good Spider-Man film until you've seen it.
I
This
can't.
is
Bro,
crazy.
Are you serious? Go watch that right now.
This is crazy. You're gonna tell me you watched Supergirl and said it was like a 9, and then didn't watch
I
Spider-Verse?
dropped it.
Did you drop Spider-Verse's rating after saying Brand New Day? Because that would be crazy.
No,
Okay,
I raised the Spider-Verse ranking. I just now raised
all
it.
the Spider-Man movies in order of release date.
Oh gosh.
In order of release date, just so you know them all.
Okay.
Okay. Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, these are Raimi. Spider-Man 3, The Amazing Spider-Man, TASM 1, TASM 2, and then we have Spider-Man Homecoming,
Yeah.
and then we have Spider-Verse 1. Well, I'll just name the Tom Holland ones. Homecoming,
Far From Home.
Far From Home,
No Way Home.
No Way
And Brand New
Home,
Day.
and Brand New Day, and then we have Spider-Verse 1, Spider-Verse 2. Into the Spider-Verse
Into and
across.
across.
Into and across. So I'll go first because I have a rating. So I have Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
Oh, dude, okay.
What?
I was gonna. You're ranking it that way.
I'm
I was gonna
ranking-
go.
you
I'm
want me
going
to
in
go 10?
I'm going chronological order of like what I'm ranking each of these because I can't. I can't think in my head. Of
I can't do it that way. That way is way harder.
What do you mean chronological order?
As in, he'd go from Spider-Man 1 and say that's number 7 or something like
No. I meant like what the rating is of like Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. Like I can't rank them like.
Oh, you're
in-
rating them?
That's
No,
what
we're talking
we're
about
not
ranking.
rating them. We're ranking them.
Oh, dude, I can't do that in my head.
Yes, you can. Just do it off the top of your dome.
Okay, fine.
So-
If you miss one, you'll be fine.
I mean, no one's gonna hold this to you. Okay.
Okay,
Just
fine.
what you think.
Okay,
Yes.
fine.
You gotta be more fluid with.
I
your
might
thoughts.
hold it against you.
Okay. Good thing. Okay.
Okay.
I'll go first to last. Okay. Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse,
Yes.
Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2. Now my ratings for those are 9.5, 9.5, 9, 9.
Okay.
No,
All right.
no. 8.5 or 8.5 nines. Spider-Man 1 and 2. Then I have Brand New Day at an 8. And then I have probably No Way Home at an 8 as well. Pretty tied with Brand New Day to me. Then I probably would do TASM 1. And then Spider-Man 3. And then, what am I missing? Far From Home?
TASM 2.
I'll
Far From
probably
Home.
do Far From Home, then TASM 2.
Did you put Homecoming?
Oh, shoot. No. Homecoming is after No Way Home. Then I have Spider-Man 3.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah, no. Spider-Man 3, Homecoming, TASM 1, Far From Home, TASM 2.
Okay. So I have Into,
Okay.
Across, Into and Across, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1.
Wait. Okay. Spider-Man 2 better than Spider-Man 1?
Yeah. Spider-Man
I'm
2.
glad you have Into and Across at the top.
Yeah. Like, it's just, I just watched Into.
I don't like the... I'm more attached to like Tobey Maguire is my favorite Spider-Man. And Miles Morales is probably the least of my favorite Spider-Mans. But the animation, the
It's just
storyline,
so
the
good.
plot,
The music.
lines, the music, everything
Dude,
is just
it's
objectively
just so
great.
it's just so good, and like I watch it and like this is the most rewatchable superhero movie for me.
That's valid.
Like
I think Into is just wait, you had Into a
Into
little bit better? Yeah.
Into, but they're both great. Like I wouldn't say that like, I mean I would say the first one's objectively better, but I would say they're very close. And like preference wise, both could be.
I almost think the animation is slightly better in Across,
Well, I mean that makes sense.
It's a little bit
It's been like
newer.
5 years.
but barely. I think the plot is just slightly better in one.
And also the one just has the shock and awe. Like there's just so many like
Yeah.
crazy things. Like Peter Parker dies in the
Aaron,
first
bro.
10 minutes of the movie, and you have Lil Wayne singing in your ear, and then you have the Prowler later on dying, like crazy, like big crazy things.
All right, so you got Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1.
Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1, Brand New Day, No Way Home.
No Way Home? Oh, yeah, I'm thinking Far From Home.
No Way Home, No Way Home, TASM 1, Spider-Man 3, Homecoming, TASM 2, Far From Home. Did I miss one?
I don't think so.
So we basically have the same ratings, a couple switched, but
Yeah.
I think those bottom 5 are very interchangeable for me.
Yeah.
They're all like 7 out of 10 movies.
They're not bad.
Except for TASM 2 and I think
TASM
Far
2.
From Home are like 6.
TASM 2 had great
It's
potential.
so hard, bro. TASM 2 is like the weirdest movie to rank because
It's got great potential.
it's got the highest highs and the lowest lows.
Yes.
Like
The music and the visuals for a Spider-Man movie at that time were
Great.
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Were great.
I
But
think
then
it might have
also
the best.
and then it had great I liked Electro to start, and then they made it really bad. And he was great, and then it made it really bad.
Wimpy,
Yes. The wimpiness, and then
what's his? Why am I?
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah,
and then
Jamie
I
Foxx.
liked
I love
his
Jamie
reasoning behind things, and his theme song or whatever. I don't know if it was his theme.
I like him better in No Way Home when they do the
Yeah,
yellow
yeah,
stuff. That looks
yeah.
cooler to me.
That makes sense. But I liked it, and then they just kind of ruined it at the end, and I think the visuals on him were a little too off. And then Green Goblin was
Bro,
just
because
terrible.
The best stuff of that movie, the suit, the visuals, the swinging, the stuff with him and Gwen Stacy. Like
That
they
one.
have
Gwen
very
Stacy,
good chemistry.
that is just so good.
killing her
Yes.
off, like the balls to kill her off. Great.
Yes, and in a violent way
Amazing.
for a Spider-Man
Yes.
film too.
Well, that
like
happens in the
And it was like
Oh,
it was
okay.
like a prophecy too. With the first movie, it was written very well then, but then just Green Goblin was so
yeah,
bad.
but Green Goblin was bad. I don't think Electro was done very well. Even though some of the fighting is really cool in that movie.
No, it's great.
But what the heck did they do?
Yeah,
Dane Dotson, is that Dane?
I don't even know who it was.
I don't even know his name, bro. But he's not a good actor.
He's
That's in that. That's really bad.
he just looks like Leonardo DiCaprio,
Also,
and that's his thing.
No, thank you. All right,
okay,
off the dome.
okay, off the dome.
Don't think too hard.
Spider-Man 2,
Okay.
then Into, because I haven't seen Across yet, so I'm gonna put Into below that.
You got to watch Into again, dude.
I probably will. I'll probably do a.
I just watched it again and raised it to a
I
5 star.
don't-
I think it is the second best animated movie of all time.
Okay, let's keep going, or else we're not gonna. I'm
it's
gonna
nuts.
keep going with the ranking, or else we're not gonna get through the rest of the new film.
It'll be fun.
So Spider-Man 2, Into. I'm gonna do Spider-Man 1. Then I'm gonna say.
What would you rate Spider-Man 2?
Spider-Man 2 is I think a 9.5. Spider-Man 2 is my favorite Spider-Man film.
I don't know if I would rate it that high.
A 9.5.
I don't know if I would rate
I
it that
just
high.
rewatched this movie
Because I like. Okay, hey, this is my ranking.
It's a
This is
nine.
No,
my
it's
ranking.
yours.
This
It's
is
yours.
my
I'm just saying
ranking.
for me. I'm just saying for me. I don't think.
And
I
it
would
might
rate
change whenever I've seen Into and Across back
I
to
think
back.
it's valid to have Spider-Man 2 as your best Spider-Man.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
your best.
I think it's great.
Okay, Spider-Man 2, Into, and then Spider-Man 1, and then I would say, for me, I honestly am thinking Brand New Day is in the top 4 for me, and then I would say
Yeah, you haven't seen Across.
I haven't seen Across,
Valid. Okay.
and then after that I'm gonna put No Way Home, and then and then, this is so difficult. I'm trying to go off the dome.
You've got the
You got
chasms.
the bad movies now.
Yeah, I know we're in the bad movies
They're
now.
not bad.
Yeah,
I don't think any Spider-Man movie is bad.
No,
I'm gonna say Amazing Spider-Man,
Chasm 1,
Doesn't want.
and then 3,
Spider-Man 3.
and then I'm gonna say Far From Home,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna say
Well, you have Far From Home
Over Homecoming?
over Homecoming.
yeah, I prefer Homecoming more than Far From
Wait,
Home.
you just
So you
switched
just
those.
wait.
You prefer Homecoming?
Oh, sorry,
You prefer Far From Home?
I prefer Far From Home more than Homecoming.
I like
That's me.
Homecoming, bro. I don't know
Far
where-
From Home,
where the hate
Homecoming.
comes
I think it's a good intro
from. I don't
movie.
care about the Iron Boy Jr.
I think it's
And
a
then
good. I
what?
think it's a good intro.
Spider-Man 2, I think I think that's all of them.
TASM 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Homecoming, then TASM 2.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard because I don't want to hate on TASM 2 that much. That's why I don't think any of them are really bad.
They're not bad
And
films.
what's with the hate on Spider-Man 3, bro? I just rewatched that a few days ago.
No, I don't think it's hated.
The memes make it better. Okay.
No, I agree. The whole dance stuff is the best.
Bro, it makes it so much.
So
better.
if they do a Venom stuff with Tom Holland, they better go that wild with it. Like
they do it in Spider-Verse.
Venom is not. I will do this until I die. Bro.
Okay.
He's not a
Venom
Spider-Man.
is good.
Okay.
He is good. Okay, bro. What's the actor that plays him?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
That's all I've seen him in.
Oh, what is his name? It up, bro.
Okay.
Eddie Brock in that movie.
Oh, okay,
Is the
yeah.
best Eddie Brock. We've only seen some Eddie Brock, but
Yeah.
he's so good. You feel in that movie that he hates
he's
Peter
hated.
Parker, hates him, and it's valid because it's like. At first, he's like the bad guy, and he's like,
Competitive.
"Oh, I'm trying to take your spot," and Toby's like, "Okay, whatever." Peter's like, "Whatever." And then you get the whole emo when the symbiote suit hits emo Peter Parker, and then he's like kind of being a douche.
Breaks his camera.
Reveals the.
See a jump.
Dude, that's funny, bro. It's so good. And breaks his camera, reveals the Photoshop job that he does, which that was valid. I don't know why he got so mad about that. And then he's in the church praying to God, please kill Peter Parker because I hate him so much.
Yeah.
And you believe it, like.
And then he gets the means to kill Peter Parker.
Yeah, and then the symbiote suit falls on him, in that scene because.
He's probably thinking God just did this to him.
Dude, and then he tries to kill Peter Parker, and it's great. You believe it. Venom doesn't look great.
He doesn't look.
He's
like
not
Venom
big
at all.
enough, but I think I like the teeth. I like the way his teeth are done.
I do like how they made him Spider-Man-y, like
Yeah, I
Venom,
like
because
how
that's
he
how it's
can
supposed to
swing
be.
and stuff.
That's how it's
Yeah,
supposed to
yeah.
be. He's supposed to be able to.
Look at your shirt,
Oh. Well, yeah.
bro. You see how he's swinging on a what? Then the new Venom movie, he's like,
Or
like
like
the Hulk
the.
Yeah.
running around.
Or like we got the one from Spider-Man 2 over here. The giant Venom statue.
What Spider-Man 2 is that from?
The Spider-Man 2 game.
The
PlayStation game.
yeah.
Yeah, PlayStation
Yeah,
game.
no, he's good in that. I think Venom needs to be large, much larger than that, but he also needs to be able to swing and
Yeah, he's
be
supposed to be
mobile.
able to copy. That's his thing. Like other people have like knives or like stuff like that. He copied Spider-Man's abilities, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's great. But he's not big enough in Spider-Man 3, sure.
He also has a weird face, just a little bit.
I don't... Bro, let me look it up. And, yeah, I get it. It's a little crowded in the movie.
Yeah, there's
His
a lot.
face is fine.
It's a little weird.
There is a lot
And at
going
least
on
they
in this
have a
third film.
logo on him.
Yeah.
At least they have a Venom logo on him.
Because doesn't 3 have Sandman involved too?
Yeah,
And
which is hard because Sandman... I think Venom has done fine. I think Sandman has done great in that movie. Like, he looks great. You believe his backstory. Like, he's very comic accurate.
I don't feel like his reasoning is there though.
What?
I feel like there was no reason for him to try and go kill Spider-Man at the end.
No, there is a reason. What is it?
Put
There
him
is a
in
reason.
put him in jail. Like
Yeah.
I feel like it wasn't strong enough. Like everyone else hated him. Like Harry, understandable. You got
Yeah, I don't
Eddie
even
Brock,
think that was done
understandable.
that bad. I get the amnesia thing was kind of stupid, but because that's why he hates Spider-Man, because he's trying to rob money the whole movie to
pay for his daughter.
pay for his daughter to get, because she has like cancer or something, and she needs medical treatment. And Spider-Man keeps stopping him from stealing money, so then they have this feud, and then he ends up hating Spider-Man.
But I feel
he
like-
doesn't hate Peter because he doesn't know he's Peter. He hates Spider-Man.
But then I feel like there's no reason for him to go try and kill Spider-Man instead of just trying to go rob another bank.
Because Spider-Man keeps stopping him, he needs to be bigger.
Maybe he just needs to be better.
And then he goes to the construction site as giant Sandman, which is awesome.
Yeah.
That last scene is fire, dude, with the whole webs everywhere and giant Sandman.
Then
People hate on
Harry
that.
dies. It was great.
Harry dies. That was great. You believe it. You're attached to Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Harry's done well. I get the Green Goblin copy thing was kind of dumb.
Yeah.
But I got it. I understood why.
Yeah. So I'm saying it's not a bad movie. I
No.
just rate it less than all the other ones. Not all of them. But
I'm not.
like,
I think Spider-Man 1 and 2 are much better than Spider-Man 3. But I love Spider-Man 3 might be my favorite Spider-Man movie.
Really?
most rewatchable.
It's might be the most entertaining because there's there is so much going on that makes it kind of bad.
I know that,
but I'm also having so much fun at the same time.
I get it, but like
I love everything.
you nerd out watching it.
I know that 2 is like darker, but like I enjoy that with Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy that.
I feel like it was a more mature
that, like,
movie, and like
yes,
the directing made it more mature. Like the first movie was directed very immature, but it's a Spider-Man movie.
That's why
at the time, at early 2000s, it makes sense.
That's why I didn't like Doc Ock stuff
the slow
in No
motion
Way
fight
Home
scene in
because
the
it
school
felt like
and
it
stuff
took
like that.
away.
Yeah, Doc Ock is just done perfect. And Green Goblin, I think.
Yeah.
The only
In 2 and 1, I think in No Way Home, Green Goblin's okay. I think Doc Ock.
great.
I think Doc Ock
is fine.
in No Way Home
What
is
wrong
not.
with him in No Way Home?
I feel like
It takes away from his
he was
sacrifice
never
stuff.
evil. It makes perfect sense.
I think it takes away from his sacrifice in Spider-Man 2. Is where I said it at.
All of them, a lot of them are dead.
I know, but I just don't. I didn't like Doc Ock in No Way Home.
Okay, I used to hate on No Way Home the first year that it came out, and I rewatched it like 5 times since then, and I like it more every time. And not just because of the nostalgia, I like it more because of Tom Holland's performance. Is like his acting is very good in that movie. It's very like compelling. I don't know. I just
Do you like?
the
Okay,
ending is so good.
okay. So let's get into Brand New Day. So how do you feel about his acting in this?
Okay, Brand New Day. His acting, great.
Okay. Do you think it's better than No Way Home's acting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
I think
this
got better.
Okay.
I think this was his best acting performance in any movie that I've seen him in.
No, I agree. I think it's better than because we talked about the Odyssey and like I liked his performance in this, but I think he's just for right now until he finds like a good role. I think he just kills it with like the Peter Parker Spider-Man like role with his acting.
I think his acting, Zendaya's acting, and Ned's acting is much better than it was in the other.
Much better.
I feel like
Zendaya has just become a much better actress.
She has.
well, she's in everything, so I'd hope
Yeah.
so.
She's good
Yes.
in acting a lot.
But I feel like in No Way Home, it gave him more of an opportunity to be a better actor because it's more emotional and stuff like that. Because he has a lot of things happening, like Aunt May dying and stuff like that, and then him having the chance to kill Green Goblin at the end. Like it's more emotional, but I think he just did a better job as an actor at the end.
There's still a lot emotionally that he deals with in Brand New Day, which I really like.
Yeah,
I
no.
like that like deep focus on isolation and him just like the sadness that he feels like watching like his friends and like his girlfriend that he's like he had to like wish that away, and he had the ability to choose to talk to them but he chose not to, and sat in his loneliness for 5 years where he's just being Spider-Man.
That is kind of crazy. I'm glad they had the balls to. I mean, I knew they had to do a time jump, but I'm glad they like.
I mean, think about it. Like, go look back to Civil War, how young he is in that, and that's not that long ago in the MCU. I think it's like 6 years or something like that. But like, he's like 31 now. Tom Holland is like, he's got to be an old man.
I
almost.
think the movie's
30
set
in
in
real life.
29, 28, 20,
something like
28,
that,
29, yeah.
So they're doing that obviously because Tom's aging and all the other characters are aging, so they have to do that. Because it's I think it's 4 years that he's Spider-Man because they just finished college.
Oh yeah, because then they graduate.
Or they're in
Okay.
their last semester
Yeah.
of college.
That's true.
And they just started college in No Way Home.
Yeah.
Or they're about to start. So it's about 4 years of him Spider-Man. So
But
4
still, 4 years where he has
years from
nobody
No Way Home from 2021. So that
nobody around.
doesn't make any sense then.
When does Thunderbolts take place?
Present time, I believe.
No,
So-
Thunderbolts is a couple of years ahead.
Ahead? Because she's
From
in...
from us, from where we're at in 2026.
Yeah, because she's in Brand New Day as a new Avenger.
Because this is set.
And it's been a while that she's been a new Avenger. So,
I think it was probably a year before, probably the same time that it came out, probably a year before, probably 2027 or something.
So it's set in 2028 is Brand New Day.
Okay, I bet Thunderbolt's like 2027. Then.
I think
2026.
Thunderbolts is late 2027. So yeah. So because the post-credit scene is a 14-month time jump to 2029 for Doomsday. So this is like after the new Avengers is set up, but before the Doomsday
I like how
stuff
they
with
have to
Fantastic
explain
Four.
all this. I mean,
Yes.
they're doing a good job at like keeping all together.
Yeah, they're keeping it pretty lined up.
But acting was great. I think Zendaya is just. I used to not like Zendaya at all. Like I thought she was a bland actress. I thought she was.
I don't think
wasn't very good, and now she's just become a very good.
I think I just didn't like MJ, like the emo side and stuff like that.
What was that?
And I think that now it's became a lot more likable. She doesn't just like hate life.
Did her hair instead of
Yeah.
like what?
But I like how we get almost
Homecoming Zendaya
Yes.
was so bad.
we get, but it's kind of nice because with her mind wipe, we get like a little bit of the old MJ back, but it's not to the point where it's like overwhelming, where we're like, oh, we're thrown back to like her Homecoming version. Like she gets some of her old tendencies back, like she used to, where she used to be more guarded, like not talk as much, like from the original
She's
Homecoming.
withholding.
She was holding, exactly.
Bro, okay, let's talk about this. Somehow, in my opinion, it seems like Tom and her have the best chemistry in this movie than they have in any other movie that they've actually been in.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I
Which is
agree.
crazy, because
Just like them talking in the bunker.
it seems like they're flirting. Like the other movies, their flirting wasn't believable.
Like you can tell they're married. Like you can tell that like their dynamic, like they're
definitely
married, and that this
that
dynamic
makes
like
sense.
really works.
Yeah, because in No Way Home, where they just got married like a year ago.
They did.
It was like a secret, wasn't it? Like they were
It-
they
it-
just said we're married already.
Yes, yeah, they did. They did like a secret wedding kind of deal or
no,
something.
Their chemistry is a lot better.
But again-
even Ned's chemistry with the other characters
It's so much better.
Yeah.
And
Even though, like he doesn't know him. But
No, but I love Ned's character arc in this too, because like you see how all these characters are affected without having Peter Parker in their lives. Like Ned, like you have that like one scene in the subway where he's having a drink to psych himself up for the party because like he's not as like outgoing as he was whenever he was with Peter, and you see how outgoing he is whenever he's sitting there playing Legos with him. Like whenever he gets to have that dynamic again.
I do think they made Ned a little too cool. Like he seems like a cool guy.
yeah.
When
he's
like
kinda nerd,
in
but
Homecoming, like whenever they went to
Whoa.
Flash's party,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he
yeah.
was like
wearing a fedora.
yeah, like it wasn't cool at all. Or even in Far From Home, whenever they're in Europe, like not cool at all.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I think that also just goes with like age, because maybe he's gotten like a little bit more.
Yeah, I think I can kind of believe
Because
that.
if you're in
But then-
college, like you're in a different dynamic, you're in a different experience.
But even him being such a big Spider-Man fan, like and nerding out at home, like I feel like it's a little odd for him to be so nerdy or to be so cool at school.
I disagree because I think that now that he's forgotten Peter, it kind of forced him to, because Peter was kind of the guy that was making him keep his personality.
yes,
Because now Ned doesn't have a best friend other than MJ, but not really, and it's not the same. So like, and MJ's kind of doing the same thing. They're both very insecure people, and Peter was kind of the guy that like made them feel like they could be themselves around Peter. Now Peter's out of the picture. They've been super insecure for 4 years now, and now I think it's cool because it's kind of character development with Ned, but in a bad way.
Yeah.
Like, he was the guy that never got invited to a party. Now he's the one throwing the party because
Yes.
the insecurity wants everyone to like him.
yes,
Even though you can kind of tell nobody really cares about him. Like, there's not like everyone's talking
Yeah.
to him. He's kind of behind the scenes, but like,
No,
he's
they
the
just-
one that's like, yeah,
they just use his house they use his apartment for the party. Like he's not like involved in those things.
yeah. You can tell he's just trying to fit in still, and it's working a little bit more. And I think like he's really tried that now that Peter's been out of the picture, and same with MJ. But
Yeah, but I love that scene where they're just like playing, and we're probably gonna bounce around, I'm sure, with this, but like them just like playing Legos together and just like sitting, like that's one of my favorite scenes in the film where he's just like Peter's just like, this is the first time I've had like a fun time like in 4 years, and like again like you get that dynamic with like even MJ like
he
realizing
had
those
no-
things.
no
He had no
friends.
friends, and
Yeah.
and even like Ned is different too.
I'm
and
glad they're just like, this felt like Spider-Man.
It did.
Right?
And then I like that you have the stakes, which we'll get into with like MJ and stuff, that like that doesn't work, but the Ned stuff kind of works if we're going on the end credit scene is with Ned with the handshake. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that where do you think he lines up? Do you think that he like remembers, or you know at the very end where they do like the muscle memory thing of like where he has that? Like what do you think happens?
I don't even know.
Should we come back to that?
Yeah, okay, we can loop back to that.
'Cause I want to talk about Jean first.
Okay. All right.
Let's talk about Jean. What do we think of Jean?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
Really?
I didn't like it.
Oh,
I liked
I
it.
liked it a
I liked
lot.
it when I first saw it. I was like, oh, this is kind of like Thunderbolts. But I feel like Thunderbolts did a lot better because there's all these irredeemable characters, and they're all coming back, and you're like, oh, they're all screw ups, and now they have this. This movie, it was just like, why? Why is it so heartwarming? It felt like there was no conclusion. Like there was no like the big bad fight was against mind controlled people, and then once it gets past that, it's just there's no
Kind
fight.
of felt like a cop out.
Yeah.
So my thing with Jean, I think she was done well. I like Sadie Sink as Jean. I like her going into the new X-Men reboot. I'm fine with all that. I don't have a problem with Sadie Sink or even how they've done that. I have a problem with the way they introduced Jean to this universe. I think she's a little bit too sinister.
I agree.
Evil.
I agree.
I also think like it's crazy. She was doing all these crazy things. Like if I was Peter, like the way that she was like hug her, Peter. Like that's crazy. Like
okay, let's
like
talk
that
about
is
No,
that
it's
is
not necessary.
that
at
is
all.
so
Yeah,
that
no.
is so
No,
evil.
that
It
is
feels unredeemable.
That is so
By the
evil.
end of the
That
movie.
is
At least
so
by the point
evil.
of the end of that movie.
So evil. And then at the end of the movie, like Peter is just way too nice and too calm, which I feel like in the comics that doesn't make sense because whenever it came to like family and stuff like that, Peter was gonna kill Kingpin and stuff like that.
No, I agree. Like think about it because I thought about that too. That's one of the things I didn't like about the film is like I did love how dark they went with the MJ scene. And granted, I fell for it.
I liked how
I fell for it.
I liked how dark it was until the end. Whenever it was like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. You're doing it to get your sister back. I'm like, that's
I'm
not
even talking
true.
about,
like, because then if we're talking about the ability to get your sister back, then Doctor Doom is a good person.
I'm
Like,
I'm even talking about the scene where she uses that guy and she causes the guy to get hit by a taxi.
that old man is dead.
And I'm like, yeah, he's dead. And I'm like,
wasn't it a bus?
No, it was a taxi. It was a taxi.
Dude,
he is dead.
And that's
he is dead.
that part I didn't like because I'm like, well, you could have shown a shot of like if you're gonna Peter say like you're not a killer, but then you have that scene like it's a discrepancy. Like she clearly killed him. Like that I didn't like.
She also tried to throw the man off the roof.
Yes.
And Peter had to
she
say.
tried to throw MJ off the roof twice.
Yeah.
Yes. Like I get that, like, and maybe that's gonna be maybe that'll be an interesting dynamic of like you see how like messed up she is, and it shows how much she needs.
She is supposed to be messed up, and she is supposed to be like kind of crazy.
She needs them,
but that was just way too crazy to start. She's supposed to be a hero that kind of drifts off.
Okay, here's my problem. I don't even mind her. So like a lot of times in the comics and shows, Jean is a very mixed up person, right? With the whole Phoenix stuff. But even that, when she's young. Think about when Professor X goes and visits her house. She's a very rebellious child. She's always like, she has like gotten in fights. She's been in and out of even juvie in some comics. She's a bad kid.
Yeah.
And this is believable almost that she even would kill someone. I don't even doubt that she would kill someone as a young kid because she's very confused. She's been raised wrong, and she's like, that makes sense continuity wise with Jean. I don't think there's anything even wrong with her killing somebody or even being evil. But I think it's unredeemable for this specific movie.
Yes.
Because by the end of this movie,
it's been like a day.
Punisher is about to I am rooting for Punisher to shoot her.
Yes. It has
that should not be the feeling
it has been like a day since all this stuff has happened. She's just killed all these people. I'm like, there's no redeeming thing that happened. Like, the only redeeming thing is he walks in on her and she hasn't killed the guy yet. Like, that's the only part that,
and
like...
He understands that the damage control is kind of behind it. So it almost makes sense that Spider-Man would be the one to, even just a day, forgive his enemies. Because think about No Way Home and the character development that happened there. That's important because Green Goblin kills his mom, right?
Yeah.
Literally kills his mom. And he is ready to kill him.
Yeah.
And then the two other Peters teach, hey, I've done this before. I've tried the revenge route. It doesn't work. There's a better option. That's character development for Peter. And now this is going into this movie and being like, okay, now I can forgive this person for even killing innocent people and trying to set apart this relationship with me and MJ and trying to kill her as well. I can forgive that person even though if I don't want to because I understand where they're coming from. That's a very Spider-Man thing for me. I think out of any superhero, maybe like other than like Superman and stuff like that, like Spider-Man is that guy to do that and forgive.
Yeah.
He's always is like a forgiving character, even though sometimes he does some stupid things. But like I think that's important that we get the character development from No Way Home to something like this. I think they did that on purpose. So I almost understand that. My problem is that Jean Grey doesn't feel redeemable enough to do that. Yeah. It makes sense that Spider-Man did it. It doesn't make sense that Punisher would even forgive her after he finds out those things, or the public would. I feel like eventually she can be redeemable when she goes and meets Professor X and all that stuff. Like even if you did something with that at the end of this movie, it would almost make more sense. But
no, but they just kind of send her off on that bus to be like, alluding to the fact that she's going to go find the X-Mansion.
That's fine, but she just felt a little bit too evil to be redeemed in a day.
I agree. I think they went a little too like close to Dark Phoenix, but like not the trash version of Dark Phoenix that we get.
Yeah.
Like I think it was a mix between like the Jean Grey that we see in the early X-Men films and then like the shift to Dark Phoenix, but it's like she might have gone a little too close to that like that side
she
without
made Punisher shoot those guys.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Technically they had vests on, so I think they didn't die.
Yeah.
But still, she had intention of killing them. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, but I think
in the-
I think there were some like cool parts. Like I loved her taking over Punisher. That was funny. Like I think that she did a good job with that. I think her taking over Hulk and making Hulk. When I have problems about Hulk because I don't think Hulk was done very well in this film.
Oh, I think it was done very well.
Really?
I don't think he was. I think
I
we
don't
could've
know.
gotten
I don't
more.
know.
Oh, like Bruce.
Maybe very well isn't.
I think
an
from like the
overstretch, but I
the
liked.
fight scene with Hulk was not the best.
I loved the fight scene with Hulk.
I think we could have
I like
gotten
the
more
fights
with
in
it.
Hulk. What do you think?
I like that. That Hulk was the best Hulk we've seen.
I think
For
I
a while,
wanted,
yeah.
I just wanted more from
Avengers
that.
1.
I wanted more from that Hulk fight scene. Like
But I
if
feel like
we're
it made
if we're
sense.
having Hulk come back as like the full Hulk, like no Bruce Banner, only Hulk. Like I
don't
wanted
need
more
any
from that.
It's not. This movie's not about Hulk.
Yeah.
I know, but if you're gonna have
I
Hulk in this
honestly-
film, I wanted that. I wanted more
don't
of it.
think so.
That was why I didn't rake it as much because I wanted more from him.
That was your biggest problem with this movie?
No, not the biggest problem. The Jean Grey stuff was like part of it too, and like for me the character of Tremel Tillman's character I feel like was underutilized. I feel like if you had the DDOC, you could have had more with him.
Scorpion?
No,
Oh, damage control. Let's
Damage
talk
control.
about damage control because
I
I think
think-
that was dumb.
I think damage
That's
control
my
is
least
super
favorite part of
dumb
this movie.
because
That's what I didn't like. I don't like damage
damage
control
control
It's
is
a very cop-out.
it is the villain, right? That is the main villain of the story that we find out at the end.
yeah,
But he never fights damage control.
No.
Not once. Well, he fights them outside the building. the three security
Also,
officers.
like-
No, but
And
he
then
does-
He gets inside and then he's fighting the Hand, who is Jean Grey. Like that, she's fighting Jean Grey, and then he never gets to end the fight.
yeah.
There's no ending. Like that's what I don't like about it.
They are controlled by Jean Grey.
Yeah, they
That's
are.
what I'm saying.
Like
he never
they're
he never fights
He
damage
never fights
control.
damage control. I think damage control is a stupid, easy cop-out
Yeah.
villain, which I don't understand because I was rooting the entire movie for Mr. Negative to be revealed.
I thought that was going to
Because
be great. I was
if-
hoping.
If they revealed Mr. Negative as controlling Jean Grey or controlling damage control, and he's behind all this as a mind control villain, that's his main power, is mind control, that would have made so much sense. And that's a Spider-Man villain. Mm-hmm.
And it would have been such a cool fight.
This is a bunch of suits.
Well, you know why they said
Seeing him in live action would have been beautiful.
Yeah.
Like the movie looked great. Like imagine having Mr. Negative in there. Like
My
that would have
only
been
problem with
amazing.
that is I think it would have made this movie a bit too complicated.
if they'd
It's
included
hard
him.
because I think it would have been almost bad if they did that because it would have made a bit too crowded of a movie already. Too crowded.
I'd rather they just replace Jean Grey with Mr. Negative.
No, I think I'd rather them use Jean Grey as a lesser role.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
if you,
I'd rather them either cut out damage control and use Jean Grey as a puppet behind Mr. Negative.
yeah, but can you even use her as
I
a
don't
puppet
care about Jean-
from
Yeah.
Mr. Negative? I don't think so.
Oh, because her powers.
Yeah,
Well, and the
which
reason,
I liked how powerful they made her in the
Or maybe what if they just
like I like
they
how
made
powerful.
a deal or something with Mr. Negative?
Yeah,
Like
I
a
don't know.
puppet in a way that she's young and naive, and she doesn't understand the full extent of her powers. I don't know.
I feel like for how big and powerful of a villain he is, like him not being in any single media is kind of crazy. The only media we've seen him in is
Well, I
like
just don't get it because Spider-Man has the biggest set of rogues in all of Marvel for any Marvel hero, the second most to any hero other than Batman, and there
And
are
even
so
then it's
many
really
still
close.
we haven't used.
and they throw 2 or 3 in the beginning of the film as like a
which is
cameo
good.
thing.
I did like that.
Tombstone. Seeing Tombstone was cool.
That's one
like,
of my highs of the movies is like that we did see Scorpion, we did see Tombstone, we did see him doing.
But
some
seeing
fun
the hand at the beginning for the split second, I was a little upset.
Bro,
we didn't
because
see
of the
a single.
trailer bite.
Yes,
Yeah.
I didn't get to see a hand fight. Like,
But see,
kinda crazy.
I loved the prison fight scene with the hand. I think
Oh,
that
I
was
like
so
that.
well
Yeah,
done.
no, I
That's
like
like one
that,
of the
but
best
he
fight
wasn't
scenes
fighting-
in the film.
he wasn't
No,
fighting
he was
the
fighting
hand.
Jean Grey. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously, but
Kind of wish, yeah.
But I did like
hard.
how they paralleled the like emotional power strength of like Tom or Peter having like that the spider mutation. Now granted, I would have kind of liked to have had like them go like full like spider like whatever it is like the spider mutate man spider. If we're gonna, I think it'd be kind of cool
They
to
were
do that.
alluding to it.
They were
I feel
alluding
like
to it, but I'm like,
I feel like they could have went farther with it.
yeah,
I don't agree.
I think they could have, and I think,
Yeah.
I
They
think
could have. I don't think they should have.
I think they should have.
I think if you're-
it kind of slowed
Again,
down. Like it was
makes
such
this
a.
movie too complicated.
I don't think so. I
No.
think it was just such a big like point of the movie was that he was mutating, and it wasn't really that big of a mutation.
because it ties into Jean
it was
Grey and
pretty.
her.
It was pretty much just
Yeah,
the
it ties
the
into her.
webs.
with her emotional mutation too. Once she finds out the VMAX thing, which the VMAX thing I think was well done.
If you think this would have been a better? I think the VMAX thing was stupid.
No, I liked that because it emotionally hit, and I think it did increase. Like it also showed like her.
You think that emotionally hit?
I think it was good because you're used to like Marvel.
That, I was mad.
No,
I don't think it was bad.
You want to know why
this is dumb.
I don't think it was bad the way that they showcased that her sister died.
Do you know why they did that? They did that as a playoff because people, like, a lot of the Marvel movies will be like, oh, we have this like thing that's called something super weird, and it's like a technology or weapon that you're trying to get, and so you think throughout, oh, it's gonna VMAX is like this weapon that they're trying to get, but actually it's a rug pull, and no, it's actually something like tied into the last thing that her sister sees whenever she dies.
I do think it was a little weird that we knew nothing about VMAX whatsoever. Like we just heard VMAX, and then like almost towards the end of the movie, we hear, oh, it's because her sister said it. And then right at the very end, like right after that, we see it. I think if you're gonna use the VMAX Vent Max or whatever it was, like they could have done it better.
Yeah, I didn't really care for the whole sister plot. It wasn't compelling enough for me. But I understand it from Jean Grey's perspective. I understand why it was compelling for her because she's young, naive, and that's how Jean Grey's always projected. No, not projected.
Depicted.
Depicted as or portrayed. I was mixing depicted and portrayed. She's always portrayed as like extremely emotional, and she's going to just lash out all this. Even as an adult, she's like just like very much relies on her emotions.
Yeah.
So that makes sense to me. I just don't care that much about it. I just think there's. It's hard because I wanted this movie to have more, but I also think it was doing too much at the same time.
I can see that.
Like, I think Hulk was cool to see, but it wasn't necessary.
No, but I like how they use Bruce Banner and how it ties into what.
Yeah, but I like it at the same time.
No, and I agree.
It.
But it wasn't necessary.
But like Bruce Banner in the tie up of like, I love the idea, and I love that they're going with this. That Peter Parker is the one that creates the inhibitor, and the inhibitor is such a huge thing.
Did I send you that video?
I don't know if you might.
This is how it starts with the whole X-Men thing. So you know how in all the X-Men movies and comics and stuff, they always have things that
stop mutations.
That can stop their mutation.
Yeah,
like a collar or like handcuffs or stuff like that. And now Peter is the one that invented this technology because the X-Men's going to be finally in the MCU universe where we have mutants.
Yeah,
and Peter is the one that causes huge downfall.
And I love that.
And eventually, that's going to be like. Lead to Sentinels and everything like
which
that.
I love because then you get you're gonna have
Sentinels,
that.
We forgot to talk about that.
That's in the Doomsday trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, you think those are Doombots, but they're also Sentinels?
I think they're both because I think that's in the X-Men universe.
They look like the '97 Sentinels, like the original Sentinels, which I like.
Took them and worked on them.
Yes.
Probably used some of magic to make them.
I like the way that they look.
Sentient Sentinels.
I definitely like the way that they look. I love the way that they look in Days of Future Past. If that's the right movie. Like that was really cool and weird. But
really, I thought they looked like a.
That was the only part I liked about that movie.
You know what? I think that and the thing from Thor 2 look exactly the same.
No, Thor 1. The one with the big head beam. Yeah.
I think they look the same.
Yeah, they look similar, but that doesn't mean it's bad.
I do love that we're gonna have some. Hopefully, we're gonna have some good like conflict now since Peter's the one that created the inhibitor, and if we're gonna tie that into the X-Men, there's gonna be some like kind of being like, oh, like Peter's gonna try to work to fight against the damage control, like utilizing the inhibitor because he's the one that caused all this stuff to happen in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's the one that created the inhibitor. The inhibitor is going to be used on the X-Men through damage control.
Hopefully.
And so I think it'll be some good like conflict. Yeah.
I like conflict.
Yeah. A few more good things about this movie, though, because I don't want to hate on it too much, because I think this was a really good movie. I really enjoyed this movie. There were a lot of issues with it, but also extremely entertaining. There was a lot of things they improved on, like the acting we talked about.
Yes.
I think we finally get to see swinging scenes.
Swinging scenes are so good, too.
The first three movies, there was
none.
I think like none in the first two, and then one in No Way Home with the other Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And he's basically not swinging, and that's like Spider-Man's thing. He swings well.
And you get some comedic ones too. Whatever he's like trying to hold MJ. He's trying to hold MJ, and he's like, and he's like, what does he say? He says like throw, swing. Like he literally like says it in his mind because he has like his man spider or whatever abilities now. Which where he's like trying to focus.
Memes where he's like swinging super hard.
Swing, stop. Yeah. I did love too the scene where he's like testing out his powers the first time. I also love how disgusted he was with like the realistic like web stuff. Like that was funny.
On the roof.
I just loved how he's quippy again, because he was not quipping the other 3 movies, and he's back to his quippiness, even though he's probably in his most like sad phase right now.
I think my favorite part about this movie was that it was comedic, not a comedy.
Yes.
I hate like all the new Marvel comedies where like the whole thing is just one big joke.
Dude, Punisher,
like, I want it to be quippy.
The Punisher dynamic is the best, probably my favorite part of the film.
At the end, whenever he's in the hospital room with the mask, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And like, it doesn't feel like it's a comedy and everything's a joke.
And when he comes in to fight the Hulk, and he's like hitting him with the machine gun, he's like, it's Spider-Man. Like, what are you gonna do? Tickle him to death?
Yes.
It's like, we're fighting the Hulk here.
And then Punisher just runs away.
Yeah.
He's like,
out of your pay grade. What's Punisher's name?
Frank.
It's out of your pay grade, Frank. We're fighting the Hulk.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Tickle him to death?
Yeah.
He's just running and
Yes.
Punisher kills me, bro.
I do. Yeah.
Have you
John
guys seen the
Bernthal.
Punisher show?
Yeah.
I've watched a little bit of it. Yeah.
So like, if you watch that and it's just extremely serious show, and he's like a loner, and it's like me as a guy who loves the character of Punisher, likes to see. I don't think they should take this giddy side of him too far.
No.
At the end of the day, like, it is Punisher.
It's Punisher.
He needs to be grounded. He needs to be serious. And he always needs to be killing people no matter what. Like, that's just kind of his thing. They don't need to have too much character development with him, because that's kind of his thing. Like, he's just mentally insane.
Because if you take away his killing, there's no Punisher.
Yeah, that's his thing. So, like, you can't take away his thing. So, but I do like to get to see glimpses of him, like, be a little funny and be a little reserved. Because you see that with him and Daredevil a little bit, and how they're kind of back and forth, and it's a little bit funny.
Yeah.
But also, Daredevil's a grounded, serious character as well. Peter's the total opposite of that, right?
Yeah.
And that's why it's so great in the comics when you do get him and Punisher or him and Daredevil, because they're just like such grounded, serious people. But when they come together, it's hilarious, and they also work well together. So.
It's so funny now seeing everybody being like, "Oh, I love Punisher. Let's go watch the show," and then it's like completely different. People are like, "This show is so dark and so depressing compared to the Punisher we've seen." Yeah,
John Bernthal is the Punisher.
Yes,
like, there's no other.
It's one of the greatest castings we've had.
Just as good as Charlie Cox as Daredevil. There's nobody that I can see as other than him as Daredevil.
Yeah, no. Or who plays Kingpin? That's
yes. Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin is so good.
Great.
Yep. Also, the fact that Tom Holland and John Bernthal are like good friends in real life, you feel that chemistry.
Yeah.
Do you know the backstory? Do you know the backstory behind it? That he filmed
recorded his
audition tape,
for Spider-Man,
which I love.
Really?
I love that.
They were in a couple movies together before, and they happened to be filming a movie separately in wherever Spider-Man auditions were. I forgot if it's in.
I think it was in England.
But he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna try out for this movie," and Tom was like skeptical of it. I was watching their like Hot Ones interview, and they together.
By the way, Tom was the first person that's ever thrown up on Hot Ones, which is hilarious.
Yeah, they were going through it.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Wait,
when did he throw up?
He threw up at the very end.
At the end.
At the very end, he threw up. He's the first person to ever throw up on Hot Ones.
Really?
Yes.
Yep. How have they gone so far without doing that?
I don't know.
Interesting.
But I think it's hilarious that he's almost
that interview is really funny. You guys should go watch
They drank a lot of milk.
Yes, a lot.
But John Bernthal is just so funny. Bro.
Yes.
And I love him.
And it's so funny to watch him in interviews because he's so different than he is like playing Punisher. He's like...
And they keep making reels together like to promote them.
Yes.
The mixed cast between that and the Odyssey is crazy.
It's wild. Wild to me.
Like the 3 biggest stars of both were...
And we're going to see 3 big stars in Dune as well.
We will.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk MJ. Let's talk about MJ, and we'll tie that back in with Ned. So how do you feel about MJ and like the whole like plot line with her relationship stuff and everything going on with that?
Makes sense.
Yeah. I feel like that was fine.
Another way.
Yeah. No, and I'm saying this is a good thing. I think that's like probably the best part. And I like that they didn't just like let it go easy. That they're like keeping it being like because that scene is in the ship is probably my favorite scene in the film, where she's talking to him and she's like, "I don't love you because I don't know you.
Yeah.
I know that you know this other person as me, and I know that we have this relationship, but I don't love you." And I love that, and I love the parallel of like, and again, I wish I'd seen that in hindsight between the MJ stuff, because you notice it now thinking back with whenever they're swinging that first time. Because remember, whenever MJ is like knows about Peter in the first 3 films, she's like screaming whenever she's being swung. But when in this one, in Brand New Day, she's not screaming whenever she goes to the rooftop. And so that should have been a play off of like knowing that that's not MJ.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Jean, you're saying Jean was
Jean
in her
as
before
MJ,
that.
yes.
Well,
And then remember,
Well, she said whenever she woke up, or she remembers being at her desk and then waking up with Spider-Man. So
Yeah.
like that she was like she remembered falling off the whatever it was the
Yeah,
building
but
or
I'm
whatever.
talking about whenever-
And so that means that Jean got to her before Spider-Man even
yes,
got.
yeah. So like whenever Peter was taking MJ away from Jean Grey, whenever they're swinging, she's not saying a word.
Yeah.
Whereas if it was real MJ, she
She's
would have been
burying her
screaming.
head. She's burying her head into
Yes.
his arms, screaming.
Yes.
Also, her finding the letter and then her walking out and come back in and saying, "I need you to take me home." That
Yes.
is the craziest thing
It
ever.
was wild. I was like, this
no
is
way.
wild.
Did the scene where
Yes.
Like he's so angry. Like I was like, that would be
Yes.
the most awkward thing ever.
But I do love that you have that little bit at the and whenever she drops him off and she lets him come upstairs. I like
Yeah.
that. Like you get to see that we're maybe going
So
back to that, but I like that. I
like-
hope they slow burn.
it's almost
that.
like the Gamora thing where it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see how we were fun together. But it's a little bit different because the Gamora's a completely different person,
Yes.
but like the same person
Like,
at the same time.
and I think they'll ultimately go back to that, but I want them to slow burn it if they do. Like, I want them to really
maybe
take their
Gwen
time.
comes
you're gonna
back in.
believe it. You can't just be like, oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna scrap this whole spell thing. I'm
Yeah.
liking how they're sticking to it.
And
Yes.
I like how they keep like introducing like the friendship with Ned back.
Yes.
Like I like that.
That he
like,
gets a
is
win.
like that's solid.
Yeah,
Like,
he
that's
gets
solid,
kind of a win
especially
at the end with that.
especially at the end. But like them in the room and stuff like that. Like she knows she doesn't love him, but like their friendship's still together. So maybe Gwen comes.
And
in.
she draws
Maybe-
that drawing.
maybe-
She
maybe
draws that
Gwen
drawing,
Stacy.
and she leaves it in the hospital for him too, which is another thing of like, I like that. I like that we're maybe getting that slow burn, and I hope throughout the rest of this trilogy they take their time with it. And honestly, I would love for the second film in this trilogy to have somebody date MJ and have that like dynamic of like,
well, we already have.
Well,
that.
yeah, there's her boyfriend's in there.
oh yeah, but I thought, oh, are they? I
Yeah.
couldn't. So they were still dating at that point,
together.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Remember
know-
They talk later about how her boyfriend's like controlling.
Yeah,
her.
I don't know who it is,
okay.
but it's like a bigger name actor. So like
Okay.
he's
Oh,
something.
okay. I want to talk about this.
Yes, I saw that
Did
theory.
you see the video I sent you?
Yes.
So he's gonna be the Jackal.
Yeah.
Oh,
the Jackal,
really?
the
No,
villain,
explain this to
Spider-Man
me.
villain?
Okay.
It's kind
show
of
you.
similar to Green Goblin, but
oh, really?
It's a little bit different actually.
but more
So-
but more so like an actual goblin. Click it. There it is.
Oh, so he's actually.
He's like furry, but he he basically did this to himself, kind of like Green Goblin. And he's very similar to Green Goblin, like he's pulling the strings a lot of the times. I wonder what his real power set is.
Yeah. But I think because there's a lot of clues like that he is.
that he's Jackal.
Yeah, like whenever we see him, first of all, he's a big guy, like a big name, so they're not just gonna like remove
so
him.
in the comics, his big thing is that he makes clones and
Oh.
messes with Peter Parker.
Oh, okay.
So he makes clones to mess with him and then like trap him and stuff. So the Jackal like looks like that. So the keg, if you look at the beer keg that they're drinking, it's called like Jackal something.
Oh.
And it's right next to him when they pan over to him. And also when he smiles, his teeth are pointy. And the actor himself has a big long nose and big ears.
So are you saying that they're like that he's maybe already in that process, or that they're gonna make that be a thing for the?
No,
Oh,
they're
okay.
going to make
Hopefully.
that.
Okay.
Like I think he's already in that process.
which
Okay.
could also bring out Hobgoblin from Ned.
Yeah, I can't wait till I think they're going to do that for sure.
They're gonna
I
make
just can't wait
Ned
till-
Hobgoblin.
But then they kind of threw away the whole magic thing once he got his mind swiped. So it's I don't know.
I don't agree. So
don't know.
so let's go back to the thing at the end with the muscle memory stuff
Yeah.
with the handshake. Do you think that has anything to do? I think there's a couple theories here. I think first of all the muscle memory, because you also have MJ looking at her necklace and being like,
yeah, at the
"Where
very
did
end,
this
she has the
come
Black
from?"
Dahlia necklace.
I remember
yeah.
this because there is some science behind that too, because your frontal lobe, when you have like amnesia and stuff, that forgets like names, people, like relationship.
Yes.
But like your muscle memory and stuff is in a different part of your brain. That's not the part that got wiped.
No.
It's the frontal lobe.
Yes.
So like when that can trigger memories and stuff as well. So that makes sense of the muscle memories there. Do you think that, though, some people think that Jean, when she put out that huge force field and froze everybody, that it could have not reversed the spell, but messed with it?
I think it
little bit?
broke it momentarily. I think it broke it momentarily for MJ because you see her crying. She crying, and I think that I don't think that she got him back. I think that it's a momentary. I think that
she's frozen,
she's and that's why she's crying because she's like, I'm remembering him. I'm remembering him.
I was thinking maybe it's not like just the memories are back, but the blocker was removed.
Yeah,
Like
but
it's not
I
like they just get
No, but
Parker back,
that's what I'm saying.
But it's not that they.
It's that momentary time until, and then once everything goes away, she forgets him again. I think that in that moment, she is back as herself, and that's why she's crying, because she's like, I forgot all about him, and I completely forgot about him, and I love him, and then that gets taken away from her again. I think it does, but I think that retroactively sits in her mind in the back of her head, because then at the very end she's sitting on the rooftop and she's holding a black dahlia necklace, which she never reached for at all in the movie until after that moment.
I didn't even know that she's still wearing it.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, I think that's great. And I also think, I don't think they completely scrapped the sorcery thing. I think that's why, another theory is that Ned remembers partially because of that.
Because it
is a spell, and he can maybe subconsciously break it a little bit.
Because he used strange slinger thing. Yeah,
and Marvel already talked about that. Sometime they might use that down the road. So,
okay.
Which I don't know if there's any basis in that in the comics or how that relates to Hobgoblin or anything, but
I don't know enough about that
I think that's why he straight up remembers. First of all, because of the muscle memory handshake, but also I think there's something subconscious there that he is like a sorcerer, or that he has the ability to be. And that can subconsciously break the spell a little bit without him even trying to.
Yeah.
I think there's something to do there. That's why MJ doesn't remember, even though she does feel the necklace. But
no, and I think some of that stuff is going to build and build. I think because clearly she's okay with and she likes having him around. That I think they're going to maybe redevelop that friendship, maybe eventually leading to something. Maybe later on down the line. I hope maybe because I watched a video and I'm like, I really like the idea of maybe it being a crescendo point of the third film in the trilogy, that they maybe get back together if they do. Sit on it, let Peter experience it. Maybe Peter dates somebody else.
Bring out Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, but I think ultimately it should be
bring out Gwen Stacy. I mean, it's gonna be a little odd because they're married and they've been together in a lot of different things.
I think the second movie could have to do with Jackal, as well as introducing the symbiote, and then having a symbiote movie as the third movie.
And then have that be the crescendo point of their relationship stuff.
Gets MJ back
at the end. I think it should be at the end. I don't think that they should do it any earlier than the end of the third movie of this new trilogy.
Yeah, Jackal isn't used a whole lot in the comics, so I'm curious because he's such an interesting character with the cloning and stuff. He's a genius, and he's a DNA scientist. That's why he altered his own DNA on purpose, kind of like the lizard in that way, but differently. He altered it, but he also is really into cloning stuff.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if all the people that were at those parties were MIT. I'm assuming she met her boyfriend at MIT.
Yeah. She talked about the job. Do you think the job that she's talking about is Oscorp? You think that she's talking about Oscorp, the job that she was wanting?
Because what was she, biomechanical engineering or something?
She was, and she was I don't know if I want to take this job because I'm working for somebody so corporate.
Why else would they bring that up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's Oscorp for sure. Yeah. I think they're going to tee up Oscorp for the second film.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But I really don't want to see Green Goblin again.
No, I don't think. I think that they did. I don't think they're going to go ahead and do that again.
But then Oscorp also has Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Oscorp has a lot of things.
The Lizard.
Doc Ock. There's a lot of people. I think Jackal could end up
work there.
I think so too.
Gwen Stacy.
I think even just having Oscorp is necessary. Because it's such a big part of the Spider-Man world in New York itself.
Mm-hmm. It would be weird if we didn't have that.
We don't need to have Osborn, but we can have Oscorp there.
I hope it's a good villain, a big villain, like a Spider-Man villain.
It's hard because they've used up a lot of it, and they've done a lot of them very well. But they don't need to do, they don't ever need to do Doc Ock again. They don't ever need to do Green Goblin again.
No.
They could. I think they're going to eventually bring Venom and Spider-Man together, the Sony Venom that we have.
I hope not.
Really? They're going to take you think they're going to take the Tom Hardy one?
Unless they eventually do something with
Venom. I feel like he's too old.
Flash, but
I mean, I know they had that end credit scene in No Way Home where they have a little bit of the symbiote still left, but I don't know how I feel about that. I hope
they just scrap that.
I hope they do too. I really didn't.
I want to see them together. I've been waiting for this. They've been circling around.
I would rather them go fresh.
But I feel like it's too long. It's been too long. Tom Hardy's getting pretty old.
Doesn't matter.
I don't know. I don't think it would mesh. 50. I don't think it would mesh well.
Because I do want Eddie Brock to hate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Or Peter Parker.
And I feel like that Venom and Eddie Brock, they're not villains.
No.
Okay, let's talk about another tiny flaw I have with this movie. How is Peter making his money?
I was thinking the same thing. I literally wrote that down. I'm how are you making this money?
Idea. I think that
Tony just put him in his will.
Left something in his will.
He had to have.
Yeah. I think
because this man has got so much money
that he's got. But also it's confusing because like then why would he have to save on his apartment? Why would he have to go into the storage room to live? I don't know.
But but also he easily just is like, he talks to the apartment building manager and is like, yo, can I take this like top section? And then he just takes it and makes it all, and he has also the tech. I'm like,
I think that's
how do you have all this stuff?
I think that's my least favorite thing about this Peter Parker, like out of all of it, is he doesn't have to work for anything.
Yeah, he just doesn't feel as grounded.
Like his suit and like all his technology was given to him.
Which they did this better in this movie.
They did.
They did fix a lot of that. It was really bad in the first.
Because we didn't get no Stark Tech stuff. It's stuff.
A lot of that.
The
he made his own suit and everything.
the new AI bot that he has, which is
I don't even know what it was called.
The one who voices the AI is, oh gosh, what's her name?
I don't even remember what it was called.
Because she's a famous actress, and it was like a cool Naomi Watts. Naomi Watts is the one that voices the AI bot, and it's a big deal too because Naomi was in like one of the first movies that Tom Holland ever did. They like were co-stars together, which is kind of cool.
Fixed a lot of it. I think next movie I want to see him get a job delivering pizza, photography. I don't care. Like
I feel like it's too far out now.
How do you feel?
So.
Do you think they'll bring back?
I feel like he's too rich. I feel like he's too rich.
How?
Look at all the things in his apartment building.
No, but I don't think they're trying to do that on purpose. I think they want to portray him as poor, and they're just doing it bad.
They do, but he also is a dumpster diver too. I think so. Like he probably took some of that tech from like.
But he's never really been poor. Like even whenever he was living with Aunt May, like that wasn't a poor house.
No, that was a nice apartment that they lived in.
That was a nice apartment, but he was still dumpster diving and selling like computers and stuff like that.
They need that. I think they're trying to fix it. There's only so much they can do in one movie. So like I don't disagree with them not doing some of these things because you don't want it to be too crowded. You don't want to be too many plot points. I think they will try to introduce him with a job or struggling somehow.
Yeah.
Or put him like at Oscorp, like in TASM. Like put him.
They could.
Or even in Spider-Man, like he was working like as a scientist. Like I think that'd be good.
Do you think they'll bring back Daily Beagle again?
No.
And like J. Jonah Jameson, or you think they're done with that completely? Okay.
Even they interviewed J. Jonah or
J.K. Simmons.
They're
so similar.
And he was like, "I'm not in the movie," and everyone thought he was lying, and he was not lying.
Well, that's like Charlie Cox. Charlie Cox was interviewed too, and he's like,
"I wish he was in."
I know. I really wish he does too. That's another thing.
They'll get him in there.
They will for sure.
We'll get Daredevil in there. Daredevil and Spider-Man have such a good relationship with the comics.
I just love that he even said Charlie Cox after the movie came out is like, "See, guys, I wasn't lying. Like, I literally was not in this movie. Like, I was not lying about being in this."
There was just a lot of theories. Another issue, I thought the trailer gave a little bit too much away. It did leave a lot up to interpretation, but also like I don't think there's a single fight scene that we
didn't know about
in the trailer.
That's true.
Know about.
I agree.
Which did make this movie a little bit predictable. I predicted the MJ stuff, even though, dude, this guy.
Oh my god! And I did not get fooled. I did not.
Literally,
I thought it was crazy. I thought it was like, oh my gosh, no way she did that.
It's because I'm so used to that Marvel. I'm so used to that Marvel emotional like stuff that they do, and so like I get it.
It was too cheesy that as soon as like he hugged him, I was like, yeah. But he was like, oh my gosh. He's like, you're like crying, bro. And I was like, bro.
I'm not. I mean,
like, and you're like. It got you so
I just thought it was crazy whenever they kissed. I was like, no way she's gonna do that.
Yeah.
And then she said hug her. I was like, oh, that's just crazy. And then like I knew it already happened, but like just them confirming, I was like, oh, that's just diabolical.
Yeah.
No, it was.
And then she's a good guy. Like 10 minutes later.
Yeah, it was a little bit predictable. I knew Damage Control was evil from the get go.
Yeah, the hand is now good.
No, that's obvious. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're joining with the hand.
Obvious.
Yeah.
I think even some of the twists at the end were obvious. I called he was going to shoot Spider-Man. I was like, I turned to Aubrey. I was like, he's going to jump. I think
you did. Yeah, I think I remember you saying that to me.
He's going to jump in front of this bullet, and he did.
I'm not gonna lie. I really wanted him to shoot like Jean Grey.
I
was like, ooh, that'll be like so good, because then it's actual Punisher.
It's a bit predictable, but also at the same time, it didn't really matter because. Like, again, this movie looked amazing. Some of the shots, you can tell it's a different director. It's not dark, it's colorful.
Daniel Creston is the one who directed Shang-Chi. And I want him to do the rest of these films because it looks so good.
I did not know he directed Shang-Chi because that makes sense because the fight choreography in this movie
it was very, very, very good.
Well done.
And Shang-Chi might have the best fight choreography in the MCU, even though like there's some problems. Other than
it also is. It's also like more. it's like a little bit darker, but it's also more colorful. You know what I'm saying? Like you got like the good mix.
Contrast.
It's contrasted really well.
good contrast.
New York
Shang-Chi-
City looks like New York City. It doesn't look like these green screen like fake
Even though
things.
A lot of them were not in.
They
shot in New York
weren't.
City,
I know, but
you
it looks a
feel-
lot
feels
better.
like
A
city.
lot better than the COVID sound stages of No Way Home, where you
Yeah.
get to see like the really terrible green screen like everywhere.
Is Shang-Chi gonna be in Doomsday?
Yes, he is. He's in the
That's what I
Doomsday
thought.
trailer.
I don't
He's
remember.
Fighting with
Gambit.
Gambit.
Oh yeah. I
The
remember.
rings and the
Yeah.
cards.
Which I'm excited for because I feel like they kind of just screwed him over and
Yeah,
left
I
him
like
in the dust.
Shang-Chi the character. I don't think the movie was anything special.
I don't think it was perfect. I think the ending
but I
kind
think
of
Shang-Chi
was
was
bad.
good. Yeah, the
but
ending
I think the movie was.
And then you've got the weird after credit
Okay.
scenes in Shang-Chi that I don't think are going to tie into anything now because they
with
got,
like the tracker on the
Yes.
rings or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was.
Okay, to wrap
Long.
up Spider-Man, let's talk about the end credit scene. What do we think?
Battle World.
Do
that's
we think it's
Battle World,
just
and it's not.
him
It's
on
not.
Battle World?
It's
no,
not.
no, I don't. I think it's Toby.
I don't. I don't.
It's Toby.
I think it's
I
Toby.
don't think it's. I don't think it's Tom Holland, but I don't know if
It's
is
Toby.
Toby.
I think
I don't
it
think it's
is-
Miles Morales.
I don't
But-
think it's Miles Morales.
No, it's
A lot
Toby.
of people, most people are saying,
I don't know.
that's Miles Morales.
No.
No. They haven't even come out with Spider-Verse 3 yet. They're not.
No.
Sony is not going to let them put it Miles
No,
in
that
Secret
would-
Wars
no.
No.
and ruin Spider-Man 3 or Spider-Verse 3 because Spider-Verse is the best thing other than the regular MCU Spider-Man movies that we
But
get
even then,
going for Sony.
Still bad.
Or
Sonyverse.
the Spider-Verse, the Spider-Man games on PlayStation are pretty good too with Miles.
Yeah, I'm saying movie-wise.
Oh yeah, movie-wise. Yeah. Oh, that's
But that would
side,
just-
that's a
that would
sidetrack
just
too.
ruin it.
They did have a couple like fight choreographies from the Spider-Man games involved too,
Yeah,
which was really cool. The finishers, which is really
yes,
cool.
the like
I loved
web
that.
bombs or whatever.
Yes.
Oh, also last
Clusters.
Scorpion was done really good. I wish he was in it a little bit more, but
Yeah.
That fight scene
it
with
was
Scorpio was really good
yeah,
too.
Fight scenes were great. The fight choreography is awesome.
Yes.
But,
Yeah.
Okay, the easy way out of the Secret Wars end credit scene or the Spider-Man end credit scene is that okay, this is just alluding to Secret Wars that he's going to be in space.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Everyone knew that. The more into it you get, though, because in the Secret Wars comics, there is another Spider-Man variant that comes from the outside to save,
Yeah.
to help save the heroes. So that could either be Toby or Peter or the Peter in the MCU,
Yeah.
Tom Holland, and one of them is in Secret Wars and one of them helps go free them.
I think it's Toby. I think that they're going to have Toby be a part of it. And I think Toby's going to be
Also-
one of the ones. And I know this kind of goes into what we talked about with the Reddit thing that we talked about last time. But I
Yeah.
think that it is going to be Toby.
I think it
That's
would make more sense to be Toby.
yeah, and that he's going to be one that's going to be able to help save them from Battle World as well.
Because it's also like you can do the older Spider-Man kind of thing. Also, symbiote-wise, in Secret Wars comics, this is where this original Spider-Man, Black Spider-Man comic strip that comes from Secret Wars. That's where the symbiote was first introduced.
Which makes sense because
back
they're in
the
space.
60s.
Yeah.
So we don't get Venom until later on, but the black suit Spider-Man
Yeah.
and the symbiote is introduced in space in Secret Wars. Spider-Man discovers the symbiote and helps free them because he becomes stronger with the symbiote and becomes Black
Which
Spider-Man.
makes sense because they said they're going to pause making the Spider-Man films for a little bit. So I think they'll maybe wait
So
till
do
after
you
Secret
think-
Wars and do
But if-
Symbiote
but
later.
if
Do you
this
think symbiote's
isn't-
going to be in Spider-Man 2 now, though, because it's introduced in Secret Wars?
I
and
think
then
it
it's
is.
gonna be in Spider-Man 2?
But if it is introduced, I don't want it to be Toby. I'd rather it be Tom Holland.
No. I'm
No.
saying it will be Tom Holland and
Yeah.
Toby comes
But-
from the outside or something.
yes.
Yeah.
Or it just is simply Tom Holland.
Because it's going to be Tom Holland with the symbiote for sure. Like, that's a given.
I feel
I
like
don't-
I feel like going the Toby route might be a little just repetitive.
Yeah,
It-
but it makes sense for multiple.
It makes sense, but I think it might just be a little too repetitive. And I think that Tom Holland doing it would just be completely fine.
Yeah. I also think though something about that how the entire world has forgotten that Peter Parker exists. I think that could have something to do with Doomsday, and that he's kind of like a wild card there. That's why he's not in Doomsday, but he's going to be in Secret Wars. Because if he was in Doomsday, yeah, he would just be screwed with the rest of them.
Yes.
The fact that he's only in Secret Wars makes me think that
Yeah.
the fact that everyone forgot he's Peter Parker has something to do with him being a wild card.
And he'll be able to
that
break.
Doom isn't thinking about.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
I'm not gonna lie.
he'll be able to override Doom's like mind wipe stuff. So like that's why I think like Toby and Tom are gonna both be ones that are gonna be able to break into Battleworld and help save them.
I do think that if Spider-Man was in Doomsday, he just dies immediately. Like, what's he supposed to do?
Yeah, he's not going to be.
That's what I'm saying.
He's
There's
under
no,
contract
like
for
there's.
two more Spider-Man.
I'm saying there's also like no reason. Like you have to just use like your very powerful characters
Yeah,
here.
yeah. He's going to be in Secret Wars. I think Secret Wars would be awesome.
Which hopefully like Sentry is a big part of this.
Yeah, there better be because right now the
wonder
way
what
that
they're
this
gonna do with
lineup, the way this lineup looks like with all the Avengers and everybody going against Doom,
They're
gonna get rocked.
It's not.
No,
there's not a single cosmic
Thor's
being.
the most powerful character, other than if Sentry goes into action.
Yeah.
And he gets mollywopped by Doom in the first scene.
There's like really, it's just I'm looking at this lineup because at least the lineup in like Infinity War, like you had some like power players, but again like it still didn't work. But like with Doomsday, I'm looking at this lineup, I'm like, what is this?
More powerful than Thanos, without the stones, but
yes.
Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, they're gonna lose at the end of Doomsday.
Oh yeah, that's a given. Oh yeah,
there's
for sure.
There's no other. I can't think of really any hard hitter besides the Void that can really take on Doom.
So I think that maybe that's their last-ditch effort, or maybe they don't do it. Maybe they're like, we can't do it because we don't want you to become Void, and that's a mistake. And then in Secret Wars, they're like, never mind.
Do it.
This is our only way out. Go ahead and do it. And they do. That could be something.
Because he doesn't, the last time we've seen him, he hasn't been able to control his powers, and that was right before the big Fantastic Four ship popped up.
Yes.
Yep.
So that should be right before, like, Doomsday. So he should not have control of his powers yet.
Well, the theory is that Doom is on that.
The
theory is that Doom is on that Fantastic Four ship with him too,
which would make sense.
Yeah, and also what we talked about that Steve is on that because Steve went to 828 as opposed to 616.
I think that's where that kind of falls apart. I think
you think so? You don't think I don't think that Steve is an 828?
I don't know what to do with Steve
because
like,
that ties into the TVA stuff with Loki. That Loki sent him there during season 2 of Loki. To be like, all right, well, I'm going to give you this opportunity to like live your own life, and that's why he's like, you're living stolen lives because you're living on 828, you're living on my universe that I'm on.
No, I don't think that's what he means, but I think he just means simply that they shouldn't be alive.
Yeah,
we'll see,
but we'll see.
But Steve didn't go across the multiverse.
No,
he just went back in time.
No, he did. But what I'm saying is that I think that they're going to reveal that during Loki during season 2. Was in the TVA and like because remember in the trailer they have a card. Steve is I think the one that actually has the card for Loki from the TVA.
Yep.
Which is where I think that ties in.
Yep, but I mean we'll see. We'll talk more Doomsday theories throughout until we get the movie. I'm sure there's just gonna be more stuff that comes out. Hopefully not too much, but that's our stuff on Spider-Man. Maybe we'll more we find out. We'll talk about more about it, but. We'll see you guys next time. That's all we got. All right.
Yeah.
See ya.
See ya.
Peace.